Okay, so something that has never been said about me is that I'm a good patient. I am the worst person you will ever meet when I mill, and right now I'm quite ill. So expect snarky comments, a bad temper, and a lot of coughing.
Is that
So
from us or from
this
you?
is the start of the episode.
Yes, this is the start of the episode. You're welcome.
Yeah, excellent.
So,
and your
apologies to anybody listening. I've got a host, and I'm not well, and we'll get into it a bit later. Anyway, welcome to this episode of Game and Garnish. I'm going to be your host, Ben, and with me today is Joe.
Hello.
Brad.
Hello.
And Jake.
Hello.
I also didn't realise up until this point how much I rely on everybody being on video in front of me because I have to look at you to read your names out.
Yeah. Who's here?
Oh, it's not going well. So start off with what you're playing, I guess.
Give your voice a rest.
Yeah. Jake.
Okay.
Random finger pointing.
So I think Brad's been playing this as well. I played Sword of the Sea.
Yes. Well, actually, last episode I said that I'd been playing another game, but because the episode was going on so long, decided to save it for this one. So it has been a couple of weeks since I played and finished Sword of the Sea.
It's really nice. It's only a short one. I think 3 hours.
3 to 4. I actually did it in one sitting, which I don't often do with games, but I did just kind of sit down after work on a Friday and just blast.
So it's not a long game then?
No, it is, as Jake says, about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a nice 3 or 4 hours.
So people are describing it as just a vibes game. And I get that. You're literally just skateboarding on a sword.
Yeah, so story.
Oh, now I know which one it is.
Yes. Story-wise, I think it's quite interesting. You awaken as like an ex-warrior, essentially. There was a war that you don't know much about, and you learn a little bit through like the text.
Is that when
this is Breath of the Wild?
The sword came in.
Well, exactly, Ben. So you were a warrior. There was a fight. A side won, and then because of that, all the warriors have gone to sleep. You've now woken up, and there's no one to fight. Still
having tripped over Tony Hawk.
Yeah. You've still got your sword, and you're like, what do you do with this sword? There's no one to kill. Well, there's no one to attack. Let's just ride it.
Well, he very quickly just puts it down and starts riding it.
Yeah.
As if he's always been doing it.
Yeah. So. And then you just ride and glide over the sand.
How big is this sword? I've not seen any promotional material for this.
Broadsword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Cloud's Buster sword size?
No,
a bit smaller.
No.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Probably but you can still ride it like a skateboard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn.
You'll have to look it up. I don't think it's overly big when I think about it.
I was expecting like a surfboard-sized weapon, like the Berserk Greatsword or something.
It also floats, Joe. So
realism's not what they're going for.
I know, but like still to stand on it, you need it to at least be as wide as your feet.
No,
it's overhang.
It's
wiggle your toes as you fly.
This is nowhere near as cool as I thought it was.
No,
you're basically bringing, and I suppose the premise is you're bringing water back to the world. A lot of times.
With a sword. Nice.
With a sword, Sword of the Sea.
It reminded me a little bit of what's it called? The Descent. Yeah. Just in the way the world, it was all, we start off in like a deserty biome, and then as you sort of glide through, there's no like map markers or anything. You just kind of find your way naturally, and by doing that, you kind of interact with parts of the world, and then that will bring, just say, water back to the world. Now, it doesn't like fill up with water, but it's things like the sand below you. The sand will brush away, and there'll be like water underneath. There'll be like creatures swimming in the water.
It's very spectacle.
That's not how either of those things work, though.
No, 100%.
It creates a really, really nice effect where you've got like this sandy desert, and then it'll like stop and suddenly be water.
It is very beautiful, especially when you start getting like
is it a fish tank?
Of water in.
It kind of looks, imagine like one of those
a buried fish tank in the desert.
Like the resin tables or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Kind of a bit like that, where you've got sand on one side and then the watery resin looking thing, but with creatures swimming in it.
Yeah.
And it looks really nice, and that is basically the gist of the game.
Yeah. There's no combat.
No.
There's no enemies.
You go through few different biomes.
Why a sword then?
Why not?
I was upset.
This is why you're riding the sword.
Why not a shield?
Because you can't use it. Because you don't know what it does.
It's more like profound. If that makes sense.
It's a metaphor, boys.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just, it's nice. And it is a very just
Nice
vibey game. Yeah. You ride around on these waves or like sandy waves or wherever you are. And then you can do tricks.
You can.
Tony Hawk style tricks.
You
and
points.
you do get more tricks as you sort of progress and get unlocks. You can get better tricks.
Yeah. There's even like trick areas, which
the trick
are
areas,
okay. They're a bit naff,
but ultimately that is kind of it.
Yeah, it's just, as I said, a very
palate
chill
cleanser.
one. You can palate cleanser. You can almost, if you're having a stressful day, I think it was brilliant to just turn your mind off and just play it.
Very simple but very well executed.
That was Factorio for me though.
How do you switch off?
I just switched my brain off to that. That's great.
Yeah, okay.
I ended up going on to get the platinum.
Of course.
Always.
Which somebody asked me in the Discord what it was like, actually, and I will say it's a little tedious.
Didn't you say you had to play the game like 3 times?
I did. So there's a trophy or achievement for doing New Game Plus. There's also one for finishing with a high score of like 1 million or something. I can't remember.
Did you get points just by doing tricks?
That was really easy, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, and then there was one for beating your score on your last playthrough, and then there was one for beating it under a certain amount of time. Now, I did a lot of those just on my New Game Plus run, because on New Game Plus you get speed boost.
Yeah. Okay.
So I ended up doing the last playthrough in 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Fair enough.
Jeez.
But you don't blasting through it.
Mind a replayability game that's not 100 hours, do you? It's okay, I'll do it again then. That's fine.
No, definitely. The thing that took the most for me was there's these shells in the world, and they are so well hidden. My God, because I felt like I
were they the rainbow conches?
No, well, not quite as serious as those.
Did you use a guide?
So I had to use a guide to find them, because I wouldn't have been. I think I found like 6, and there's 50.
Oh wow!
And I didn't feel like I like skimped out on.
I think
around.
I found not a good chunk by the sound of it, but like 12.
Yeah,
and I thought maybe there's 15.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah.
If anyone's going to get it and they're listening to this and they do want to get it, my advice would be each area has a trophy for getting all cleansing the world and doing all the water spots, and there's one for getting all of the shells in each area, so you know then that you've got it. So you don't have to like replay the chapter.
So maybe do that on your first playthrough, so your second playthrough you can just
I don't like the idea of opening up a guide for your first playthrough.
True.
So that's why to me it's kind of free, because you've got to do the timed one, which you better leave until the end with New Game Plus, and then just going through the chapters and getting the things you want.
I do think the only negative I'd sort of like throw towards it is there's like a boss battle at the end, which is a bit janky. It's fine.
I don't find it so bad. There's an achievement for beating the boss without getting hit.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really easy, but apparently a couple of people online thought it was hard.
Well, I got hit loads.
Yeah.
Do you finally wield the sword for the boss, or do you just like drive it into him?
Kind of, but kind of not.
Yeah, you're not like
swinging it, but you're kind of attacking with it. But
kickflip to the face.
Sort of. Yeah, you're like gathering stuff up and kickflipping. Yeah.
Oh man, how bad would that kickflip go? It's a sword.
I know.
You know?
Nobody has limbs at the end of that one.
But it was, just very, very cozy, quick, chill. I recommend to anyone who's got a PlayStation Plus subscription, to be fair, because it's on the service. But I don't know if I'd recommend someone to buy it. I don't know how much it is.
It's not expensive.
Yeah.
Like maybe, I don't know actually, but say £20, something like that. So it is a cheaper game, but you know, it is just
I'd still recommend it then, just for a nice chilled time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's me. That's what I've been playing.
We'll move straight on to Brad, as he was linked.
Well, that,
is also what I've been playing.
I played Sword of the Sea, but then I also started A Plague Tale Requiem.
Yes, the first one or the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Innocence is the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually didn't realize this was on PlayStation Plus.
No?
But we had it. I knew it was on Xbox Game Pass. And that's where I always intended to play it. And I was just looking for a new game to play after Sword of the Sea. And and I stumbled on it on PlayStation Plus. I thought, oh, well, I might as well play this. I've been wanting to play it for ages. The only thing that was putting me off was the Series S.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you about that. The last few things you've played on PS Plus that have been on both, are you finding that they've reached the end of their like playable lifespan, the Series S? Like, are they getting a bit weak in the performance for games now?
It depends on the game. Really, it does. So some things you can definitely tell you're getting a worse experience, but for some things it's not the end of the world. So like Doom looks pretty crap on it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very
okay.
It plays fine.
Yeah,
it looks a bit crap.
It still plays fine, but there's just a few muddied like areas.
Yeah, and I found that with Wu Chang Fallen Feathers as well. It just looked a bit crap. So I kind of wish I did play it.
See an Expedition 33 too. Very similar sort of things.
Yes,
it kind of blurs out.
And now I've only seen these games on the Series S.
Yeah.
So I don't really. I hear people talking about how beautiful they look, but I've not seen it directly. So
yeah,
it
still plays the
fine.
games.
It's playable, but I will always choose to play it on PlayStation if I've got the choice, because it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started Plague Tale, and it's good so far. It's very much the same as the first one.
Yeah.
Obviously nicer graphics and improvements in that way. I've not really got any new abilities yet that make it different from the first one, so it's still heavily stealth based, putting out fires for rats to attack guards, turning on fires so that you can not get attacked by the rats.
Is it a direct sequel or is it a new story?
Yeah, direct sequel to the first one. The story's just started going places now. So it started off, as you say, as a direct sequel, and it was very much a follow-on in pretty much every way. Now I'm going on a bit more of like a swashbuckling adventure.
Oh.
Which might be a bit more...
Has there been any Ratnados yet?
No Ratnados, but definitely Ratnamis.
Oh,
whoa. Nice.
I had a friend
definitely not words I expected to hear today.
I had a friend staying the weekend I started it, shout out to Tylo, and I was telling him about it because he wasn't familiar with the game. I said, there's loads of rats. If you bear with me, I'll show you the rats. And then at that moment, it started rumbling. I was like, Tylo, there's going to be some rats. There's going to be some rats. And then literally just a wave, a tsunami of rats just came. It's like, wow, it's a lot of rats.
That is a lot of rats.
But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm hoping it changes things up a little bit just to make it a bit more interesting. I see why it's basically the same at the moment. But we'll see. I'm enjoying it so far. I think I'm going to have a break soon because Ghost of Yotei comes out and Battlefield comes out. So I'll probably...
I have heard it's like nearly double the length.
Yeah, that's what's worrying me. So I'm on chapter 5.
Yeah.
So I've probably still got like 3/4 of it left. So I'll probably have to pause about halfway through and then pick it back up.
I'm interested to hear how the back end of the game is because I liked Innocence, but by the end, I don't think it was only like 12 hours. I was getting a bit bored.
Yeah.
But you do get some cool abilities at the end of that one, but it did get a bit samey.
Yeah, and that is what I'm worried about. On the bright side, I was very quickly reminded how annoying Hugo, her little brother, is. But he's not been in it that much.
Yeah, okay.
So on the bright side,
you just throw him to the rats.
He controls the rats, Joe.
He controls. Oh God.
Well, he can. Yeah. Spoilers for the first one, but
it gets a bit janky as well. The first one at points. I feel like do you get a crossbow?
I don't think so.
Not a crossbow. It's like a sling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just found that a bit jank.
It's a little bit. There's a few moments because the rats kill you so quickly. There'll be like a bit where there'll be a few rats, and you think you can maybe get across it without being attacked, and sometimes you will, but sometimes you'll step foot on a rat and it'll slow you down to a crawl, and all of a sudden all the rats kill you, and it's like, oh, for God's sake, like I could have made that, I should have made that.
Yeah.
But the next time you will.
Yeah.
It's just like little things, or you're in a fiery area, so you're safe, and then you step 1 foot outside it, and again they slow you down so much that but for the most part, I am enjoying it. It's just very much if you enjoyed the first one so far, you'll enjoy the second one. Yeah, and that's cool. That's been me, I think. Yeah, I think that's been me.
Just the one game?
Well, Sword of the Sea.
Yeah, but you'd already played that one.
Yeah, I've played a little bit more of Doom, but there's nothing really else to say on that.
Oh, okay. Not as interesting as you thought it might be.
No.
It's on to you, Joe.
Well, I have 2 games this time.
Oh.
The first one being Helldivers 2, which I'm still loving and playing, well, trying to play most days of the week.
Nice.
Well, to be fair, I'll jump on that with you as well, because I've also been playing Helldivers 2 as well.
And so have I.
I've jumped in a little bit, but
almost glad it waited so long to come out on Xbox, because it's got so many things. Like when I'm on with you guys and you say, oh, this wasn't here before,
Yeah.
And I feel like without any of those things, it might have been a bit more of a dull experience, because it's at the minute it's like so action packed all the time. There's always something going on.
I think that was still the case. It was still action packed all the time. It's just now you've got a new race and there's more like abilities and stuff. And
each race has like new units that weren't in it before.
Yes.
I've not come across any yet.
Oh,
but I'm sure there is.
Like the bugs are probably the ones you fight the most.
Yeah,
and,
there's one that puts like its claws in the ground and summons tentacles to come and attack you.
Yeah, and then there's all the digging ones. They weren't there before.
Certain flying thing.
There's a Hive Lord now.
Yeah, and what was the flying thing called? Is it like a dragon or something?
Something like that. It spits acid at you from the sky.
Yeah. It still looks like a bug, but it's something dragon.
I think they've done a really good job updating it. There is definitely one thing that really annoys me is the war bond system.
Oh, I like that.
What annoys me about it is that now there never used to be, but now there is a lot of stratagems tied to the war bonds.
That bugs me too.
Yeah. And
I know what you mean.
Weapons, there always was, and it was frustrating, but if it was just weapons,
it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, you can pick a war bond because you want that weapon, but now there's also stratagems, and then also all your things. And
but it is no different from any other battle pass system, really.
No, but it used to be lauded. Is lauded the right word? It used to be sort of celebrated because its battle pass was actually really like customer friendly, and now I feel like it's erring more on the customer sort of like not friendly side.
I get what you mean. At least it's easy enough to earn the super credits.
Yeah, you can get quite a few of them in the levels. You can get at least 40 per level, I think.
Yeah, but when each one's 1,000.
Hidden through the map. Yeah, I know. It soon builds up. You could do like a level in 15 minutes.
Yeah. So it takes a while, so say 25 games to get one war bond.
And you can buy them in war bonds with regular
to be fair,
medals. You can get like 50 at a time or 100 at a time.
Yeah.
I definitely do agree though about the stratagems, but I think in general it's a more friendly one.
I think I'd be less bothered if the stratagems were separate, and even if you start to buy them with the super credits, but you could just buy the stratagems.
Yeah, because there is a separate from the Warbond store in there called the Superstore where you can, but it's just the armor really.
It's just the armor, but
I
wish it was the other way around.
Yeah,
I know the armor was strategy. I know it's a strategy with the stratagems.
Yes,
but I just wish they were in the same list.
Yeah,
if they were
because it looks like you can.
That's all I need. Yeah. And then you go down to it.
Warbond.
But it plays a little video on the right side, so you get to watch what it does before you've looked at the fact that you can't buy it.
Yeah, no, that looks cool. Yeah.
That
was like a teleport.
That's the frustration for me.
Yeah. Well, more importantly, how have you been finding it, Joe? Because we've all played it. So.
Yeah. It's everything I hoped and more.
Good.
It's funny to play. It's dramatic and funny. Like there's some moments that I've been posting in the Discord where I'm just like, I can't believe that just happened. But more from a comedy aspect than a why is the game doing this to me sort of thing.
Yes.
Whenever I'm getting killed, it's not because the game's being unfair. It's because I've done something dumb or I've not prepared for something.
A teammate has.
Yeah, or a teammate has lobbed a grenade in your direction and not told you. Or even if they're using a weapon that has exploding ammunition and they try to save you with it, they end up killing you because the thing in front of you exploded.
I even found when I used to play a lot more that sometimes you'd pick a level and you could be on hard difficulty every time, and sometimes it'd be almost impossible and sometimes it'd be well easy. It really just depends. And even on those levels where it's like impossible, it was still fun to lose almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you end up doing like crazy stuff like putting the stratagem on yourself and running into battle.
Yeah. When we jumped on with Danny and Connor, me and you, Jake, and there was just me left at the end, and there was that the massive like Bile Titan, and I only had my laser left.
Oh, you're just legging it through the map.
Legging it like prone jumping backwards, just firing my laser everywhere I went. It was like Jetpack Joyride, like trying to get to the point, and there's like 2 seconds left on the clock.
And you made
before
it.
we got in the ship. Yeah,
can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it either. I was like, I just need to give it a run around this rock so I can get in the shuttle, and then I'm gone.
I feel like I think that was the same level I blew us all up with the 500k bomb or something.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I threw it and I went, "Oh, everyone, just get back a bit. It's fine." And then as soon as it landed, it just obliterated us all. I was like, "Oh, that was bigger than I thought."
That's essentially a nuke.
Yes,
yeah. There's some like the best moments where it's like there's only one person left, or where you make it to the hill where you're supposed to extract, and like you've only got a minute left before your stratagems all run out, and you're still 2 minutes on the shuttle.
Yeah.
So you just throw everything out in front of you, and it makes the game almost break because there's so many explosions and lasers and bullets, and you got to wait for the machine to calm down before you can carry on with the game. But it just looks and feels so epic.
It's my favourite moments when I come to dive out of the way of something big and it happens to be off a cliff. I should have looked.
They really need a way to activate your jump pack before you land.
I don't use a jump pack.
The one thing I noticed going back to it is the fact that there's no jump. I feel like there should be a jump. But
well, there kind of is. It's the dive, isn't it? The dive.
Yeah. And you can use that to get over terrain. I used it when I was stuck in the caves once.
I noticed
the stalactites.
I've only played one map on the sort of more city-like map.
Oh, yeah.
I really noticed it then because you just want to climb up a wall or something like that. And I suppose that's where the jetpack's good.
Yeah. But some of the walls look like they're low enough to be climbed. I know what you mean. And they're not.
I do struggle because I won't give up my my loadout. I've
I know
got
what you mean.
the 500 kg bomb, the guard dog.
Oh, I've got love the guard dog since I unlocked it. It's always in my loadout.
I've got the laser one because you can see where the things are coming from, and you can see the fact that it's that's killing you.
Yeah,
because it tends to be lasering through me is the problem. And just a heavy gun, probably a flamethrower, and a turret.
Nice. So I think I've had more self-immolation with the flamethrowers than anything else.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now it's finally come to Xbox.
I'm really glad it's come to Xbox because there's so many people I know playing it.
It's given it another lease of life.
Absolutely,
definitely.
So that's what these games should do more often: is not bring them out on Xbox and then bring them out a year later on Xbox.
Yeah, and it's only like 30 quid as well for this experience.
I know the quality of game.
It's so
for that
good.
money.
I mean, it's better than any of the big Destiny DLCs were for me, and they were like full game price.
How are you finding with like getting a bit tired or bored of it? Because I remember we all played it, but I feel like I got bored around level 16 or something. That's when I stopped playing.
Well, I'm level 18 now, and I feel like it's not boring, but I think because I'm only getting like an hour and a half on it a night, so you only get to do like a full operation because they're in 3 stages, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then you've done your daily order, you've put some like good progress towards the major order, and then the next time you get on it, you've been rewarded for the major order.
Yeah.
So it's like a good cycle if you don't spend a lot of time on it to still be able to reap the rewards of. Because you don't, after a certain point, you don't get rewarded any more than if someone had played it for 2 hours.
Yes,
you could be on it for like 6 hours, and you wouldn't get much more because the rewards for doing the missions are just like single digits in the war medals, the Warbond medals. So it's not that big of a thing to miss out on a couple of missions, but.
I feel like with friends, you can just keep. Yeah, it doesn't get boring.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't get.
And now there's cross-platform friend add-in as well, which is helpful.
Yeah. I feel like for us, we were maybe like jumping on once a week, and it was the only time we could get on.
Yeah.
I don't even think we managed to get on with you, Ben, the first time.
No.
Yeah.
Bought it and I was lonely.
Yeah.
Oh.
So with that,
I got to level 16 on my own. I'm just throwing it out
there. Yeah. Playing it by yourself is good because sometimes you get some good randos to go on with, but it did get boring. But playing it with other people is just it just doesn't get boring because there's loads of stuff in the game now as well.
It was really weird for me being on PlayStation because they work as a microphone and speaker, the controller.
Oh,
I didn't realize this at first. Yeah, so do I. I didn't realize this at first. And I'm like, why have I got a sound wave coming from me? What's going on? I'm saying it out loud as well, so the people that were in the fight with me. I have heard some funny ones back as well, though. So
that's good.
And you can always hear what's going on in people's houses as well.
You said you were playing 2 games, Joe.
Oh, yes. The other one was a recent purchase, but I only got to play it like 3 days after I bought it because I had so much going on.
Yeah.
And that's Metal Eden.
Nice. You've been talking about buying this one, actually. Yeah.
It's really fun, actually, at the minute. It's like I want to say Doom clone, but it does a few more things different to Doom.
Yeah.
What is it? Because I don't know if I...
It's like a run and gun shooter. So
Yeah.
there's no like aiming down sight. There's no reloading. Actually, no, I think there is reloading, but only once your mag's empty. You can't reload mid-mag.
Yeah.
So you only get like one at a time. So you're a clone like android thing that's got. Have you seen Altered Carbon, the show?
Yes.
Yeah, I love
So
the first season.
You're basically a stack that's been put in one of these androids, and you're trying to save all the other people on this space station that have had their stacks frozen on the way to colonize another planet.
Okay.
But some massive corporation has got in the way and said, actually, no, it won't help us out to release all those people because we're rich and we don't want that to happen, sort of thing.
Right.
I've just looked it up and I do know the game.
Yeah. It's been on like social media for 2 months, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. It was only 20 quid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so far, I'm having a great time.
Is it a roguelike or is it a...
No,
story?
it's a story.
Cool.
I don't think there's any multiplayer, though at least it's not revealed it to me if there is.
So very Doom then, very Boomer Shooter-esque.
Cool.
Yeah. The weapons I've unlocked so far is just a pistol, a shotgun, and an SMG that can't run out of ammo, but it comes back on a cooldown, like 1 bullet at a time.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Yeah. And that to me is at the minute my favorite weapon because it's just got a really cool fire rate and it sounds like a little laser gun.
Cool.
But the movement is so like Doom Eternal fluid.
Yeah.
You've got a double jump, you've got a jetpack, you've got a dodge, you've got wall running. But the thing is, they all take up this resource that recharges called fuel. So to double jump, it takes like 2 chunks of fuel. Jetpack, it's just how long you hold it down. And it does come back fairly quickly when you come back on the ground. But mid combat, you've got to really keep an eye on it because if you're dodging a lot, you slow down once your fuel's recharging. It's like you've gone into a little bit of an overheat.
Okay, that sounds cool. They've at least done something different.
The other thing they've done different is this thing called the core system, where in the tutorial it shows you how to, you press, I think it's left bumper or L1 on PlayStation, and you rip one of the stacks out of the enemies because they all have the same stacks that are trapped, and you can either consume it to get armor and health back, or you can throw it like an explosive. And you've got like perk trees that are linked to these skills. So you can either consume it and then you get a boost to like a super punch, kind of like the one in Doom. Like you got that rage punch, haven't you, in Doom Eternal? Yeah. And doing that like destroys enemies with like heavy armor, so you can hit them with normal weapons instead of just your grenades. Or you can throw it like a grenade and you make enemies drop things like armor and ammo.
Okay.
Kind of like in Doom when you've got your chainsaw and your flame belcher and your punch.
So
those ways, it's very like Doom.
I like the idea that these stacks are basically the consciousness of these people, and you're ripping them out and throwing them at each other.
Basically,
or consuming them,
and your hand does this really weird thing where it like splits open in the middle, and it has like lasers like manipulating the core, and you've got like a time limit once you've ripped it out of someone before it goes critical and blows up in your hand.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a risk reward thing. It is very polished.
Nice, graphically, it looks impressive.
Yeah,
cool.
I'd say if you can give it a go, or if there's even a demo of it.
It sounds interesting. I might prefer it to whatever the new Doom's called, Dark Ages. Yeah,
Dark Ages. Yeah. It is very like dystopian future cyberpunk. So if you enjoy that aesthetic, I think you'll get on with it.
No, definitely. It sounds almost what's it called that I really like?
Ghost
Runner, but more.
You get more
like
than one
Doom.
hit.
Yeah.
Cool. You also have this cool AI in your head talking to you the whole time called Nexus, which I knew was a British voice actor, or at least the script's written by a British person because it says the most expensive block of flats in the universe. I was like, these guys aren't American.
Yes,
definitely. It sounds for 20 quid as well. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Nice. It was on sale. I think it was like 20% off, so it might be 25 now. But still not bad.
Yeah.
True. Like, Ben, are you ready to do some talking?
I mean, I'll definitely give it a go. Actually, I've played nothing. Right, move on.
Seriously? Or?
I've been playing Surgeon Simulator real life.
I've little bit of Helldivers. Shout out Damon and Ryan because they were the two I was on with a bit. While I was in my haze of illness, I sort of worked on my emulating PC that I built
the rig
a while ago. The rig. So I was playing some retro games, which I've really quite enjoyed doing.
Super Mario 3?
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh,
that is not a retro game. You
it is.
Retro
PlayStation 2 is retro now.
And I'm just going to throw it out there from somebody who doesn't play racing games, but by far the best racing game of all time. I'm sorry.
No, Ridge Racer Type 4.
Yes.
I did like Underground 2.
A lot of people would back you there, I think.
Is that the one with the drag racing, which was you just changed lanes?
Yeah. But you were getting gear in right, weren't you? And
dodging traffic. And it was always bloody impossible.
So I did a little bit of that, and I'm sort of holding that back now to play with friends. I've been playing the Tenshus. Anybody ever play any Tenshu?
I think I played it on PS1.
Yeah,
on PS1?
That'd be the original one.
Yeah, I remember not being able to see a lot because it's so smoky all the time.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's the first stealth game, really, that was really sort of ever made in its concept.
Did it come out before Metal Gear Solid?
It did.
Maybe.
Wow. Worked really well. I loved it back in the day, and my God, don't meet your heroes. But but it's still quite good. Shocking.
Yeah.
Have you Bluetooth an Xbox controller to it?
I've got a controller for a PC, so just a wireless controller, which actually has less life than the PlayStation 5 one, which I was really surprised about.
Wow.
I didn't think that was humanly possible.
Nothing has less life than my Xbox controller because it won't survive unless it's plugged in now. So.
Oh, no. That might be the battery packs.
No, it's not.
They have double A's in them, right?
Yeah, but I've tried it with the battery packs and with the double A's.
Really?
It works. Yeah, it has to be plugged in.
What? That's so weird.
That little bit. I think I mentioned it last time, did I? We did Silent Hill, the original.
You did.
Yeah, you finished Silent Hill 1 and then you were going to do 2.
We're going to move on to 2, but I haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
I needed a graphics card for that PC, so I got a little dinky one and put that in, and happy days, everything runs nicely. Awesome. That's about it, really. I've been ill.
Yeah,
I get you.
Fever dreaming walls and stuff.
When you're ill, that's the time to play games.
No, I know.
I've got a headache.
Yeah,
it depends if there's more than one TV.
I get
that's that's when it gets a bit more complicated.
I remember when God of War Ragnarok came out, and there was one night that I was just feeling really ill. And Lucy went out, and I was like, "This is my time to play," and I just couldn't do it. I really wanted to, but I was like, "I just feel like."
I did. I think I was. Do you remember when we played Fable Anniversary?
Yeah.
What a game!
Ages ago.
Yeah, I felt ill playing that as well.
I was ill playing that, and then one day I went, "Well, now's the time to play it and catch up." And I only played an hour, and I can't do it.
I'm going to lie down in a dark room.
Yeah.
I did do something game adjacent. I went to the Liverpool gaming market.
How was that?
It was okay. It seemed randomized pricing of retro stuff is what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
You expect it, kind of. It just is what it is. But we saw a game for 15 quid, Die Hard Trilogy on one stall.
Oh, on PS1?
Yep.
That's a great game.
Over 15 quid, great bargain. Walked down the road, found it for 60 quid.
Crazy.
So random.
Yeah. And back then they didn't have like platinum editions where you got extra stuff either. It would have just been the exact same game.
Yeah.
Platinum editions that apparently you couldn't resell.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. Well, I don't know who told me, but it's definitely what we believed. The platinum version,
nobody wants them. Why?
You couldn't trade it back in once you bought it. You couldn't trade.
Nobody wants them.
Crazy.
Yeah. Weird.
It's the same game.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a load of BS, but that's what we believed.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, overall it was pretty good. It was pretty busy. I didn't stay very long because I was mortally ill again.
That's when
so that's not where you got ill. You were already ill when you went.
You just passed it.
You were patient zero.
Went coughing on people's necks and stuff. as you do.
As you do at cons.
Other than that, not a lot more.
Did they have anything there that was like for show? Like, was there any? Is it all just vendors, or was there like anything like?
It was all it was all vendors, really. That's all it was. It was 2 big rooms of just little market stalls. It was cool. Don't get me wrong, it was cool, and it was kind of great to rattle through some old games like you would back in the day, trying to find something you wanted to buy. So I enjoyed doing that. I'm still shocked about how everything's gone up in price so much, if I'm honest. Silent Hill 2, the little cardboard sleeve PS2 game, 90 quid.
Was that for the game or just the sleeve?
That was the game and the sleeve.
Okay.
But still.
Well, saying that, when I got GTA, Die Hard Trilogy, when I was a kid, when my dad bought it, that was 30 quid when it came out. So it's actually gone down in price.
Yeah, and then up in price further down, 60 quid on a different stall. So really madness. I did see a copy of Silent Hill, only one copy, which I'm assuming is one of the reasons why it's gone up so much. £100.
Yes.
Oh my god! Is it rare?
I'm assuming that's why it's gone up, because it's getting rare. Yeah. Unfortunately, still didn't see a Kuon in the wild. If anybody knows what that is, they know what I'm talking about. The PS2 game, and it's one of the most expensive PS2 games going. It's about 600 quid.
Damn.
But if you ever do see
game? What happens?
Yeah, Google it. Cool. Nothing. It's rubbish. It was just because it never sold. There was only a few sales of it, and that's why it's so rare now.
Well, fair enough.
600 quid in CEX if you find it. So,
damn. Survival horror. Okay.
Anyway, I did watch a little bit of Devil May Cry. I'm sticking with it after your recommendation, Brad.
Cool. And Jake.
Yes. And Jake. Oh, I don't listen to Jake though.
And Joe.
Oh,
so I'm sticking with it. And actually, yeah, you're right. It is picking up. It is getting better. Yeah. So I'm glad.
Yeah, it's good fun. Good fun.
So should we move on to the news?
But-ba-doo. It's the news. So, as always, thought it was going to be a light month on news, but it's been loads. It's been loads.
It never is anymore.
And we're so late on some of this news. So Silksong's already out. Everybody knows it's out.
Silksong breaks the internet.
Yeah, so we'll go straight into that. Silksong launched. It crashed Steam. It crashed the eShop. It crashed PSN. I don't think it crashed Xbox because it's on Game Pass. But it basically crashed all the stores when it came out. Mental.
It is pretty mental.
It's pretty mental. It also is only £16 here, which...
also is mental.
Oh, is it not 20 quid?
Crazy. $20, £16, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. I mean, it seems... So they didn't do reviews beforehand, did they? Because you wanted everyone to play at the same time. So the reviews have slowly trickled in.
Yeah,
it seems like most people are enjoying it.
It did go from like overwhelmingly positive to just very good, I think, on Steam.
Well, I think I saw it had a 91 on Metacritic the other day, which is high. I did see some funny controversy with it, with the Chinese. It was offensive to someone, wasn't it? No, so the Chinese dub for it, the team that did it basically took loads of like royalties with changing changing what was being said, but they just made it really like, you know.
I think I've heard about this. Yeah, like the.
Oh my god, it's Ghost Stories dubbed all over again.
Yeah, it's very like verbose. It's very like grand and very weird. Like they were really trying to push. Like, look at me, look how good I am at writing, and made it really like.
It'd be like something like I'm off the top of my head. Like in the text, it maybe say like "Song of Silk" or something.
Yeah.
And then, but then in the Chinese one, it'd be like
story of woven spindle
in the silk.
Yeah,
yeah,
really, really over the top. So I think that the Chinese version's been like negatively rated, but I think they're doing stuff like work to make it right. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's that cheap that apparently even like piracy subreddits have been refusing.
Do not pirate this game.
Yeah.
They've all just they've just decided not to do it, haven't they?
Honor among thieves.
The game is good and it's cheap. Support it.
Well, one thing I did see, which came from the Friends Per Second podcast, they did an interview with the creative director of Rogue Factor the guys who made Hell Is Us.
Yes, which has just recently came out the same day, in fact, didn't it?
Yes. Same day or very much the same sort of period.
Yeah.
So it came out of this where they asked the creative director. So obviously Silksong has been shadow dropped on the same day or around the same time. How do you sort of feel about that? Do you think it's like affected your game launch? And I think he said something which was pretty fair. I think it garnered a lot of criticism online, but I think it's a pretty fair statement. He said, I'm probably like paraphrasing here, but he said Silksong is essentially like the GTA of indie games. Yeah. So he said he thinks it's a little bit callous of them to shadow drop it on a release date when they would have known that release date for a long time. Yet other people have planned their release date and it's too late for them to change it.
Yeah.
And obviously it will have had a direct impact, especially on their game because it's a Souls-like.
A lot of people moved the game.
Yeah, so a lot of people did move the game, especially smaller indie games who definitely couldn't compete.
Yeah.
They held the ground because it would have been very expensive to move it. Maybe callous is the wrong word. No, but I definitely think there's criticism to be
held. Didn't it get delayed though, Silksong?
No.
Years and years.
It never had a release date.
It never had a release date.
So
okay.
Yeah, they did say, it's coming out this year, and then it didn't, and it came out the next year.
Yeah.
That is true. But like, look at all the games that were holding off their release date for GTA, and when GTA got delayed, they all sort of announced the game. Imagine if GTA just shadow dropped.
Yeah. I actually feel for the team because I don't think it's necessarily... I think he's right to say callous. In fact,
fair enough.
Because...
Had they said 7 months ago, Team Jerry, it's coming out on this date, Hell Is Us probably wouldn't have come out on that date.
I feel like they could have as well. That's the thing.
I want to say less callous, more inconsiderate.
No, yeah,
inconsiderate. It's maybe.
We're finally. I mean, it's a giddy game of love for them, isn't it? They enjoy what they're making. They do. They're probably that wrapped up in developing and working on it. They've just gone, it's then.
They won't have gone, Hell Is Us is coming out on that day.
Yeah, stuff those guys.
Definitely don't think it was intentional.
No.
I don't think they've meant it to be, they have just done it in excitement, as you say, and everyone gets to play it soon. I just don't think it was inconsiderate, I think, said it. I don't think they, maybe a bit naive. They didn't sort of like think about all
how
the
it
people.
Would affect,
The consumer loves a good shadow drop.
They do.
So,
but is this the game to shadow drop?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
I think GTA should be the game to shadow drop.
Well,
sorry.
It kind of happened with Oblivion earlier this year.
Well, yeah, because Oblivion got shadow dropped on the day of, or around the same time as Expedition. Difference is, Expedition was an incredible game, so it cut through.
I am hearing Hell Is Us is really good.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not Silksong.
It's not Silksong.
So, yeah, I definitely get why anybody would be upset for that happening. Now, to sing Silksong's praises, the price is so good.
Yeah, and that's probably another reason why people probably bought that over Hell Is Us as well.
Yeah,
no, Jake, being the platformer among us, Jake, is it under your skin yet?
Not played it.
I haven't played
it. Are you gonna? No, but he's gonna be looking at it, seeing things about it.
I've seen some insanely techie parts of the game.
I have seen some horrendous parts that would be. This is game of the year. Stuff this game.
Yeah. Well, I played Hollow Knight and really enjoyed it, but it got really hard for me. And maybe I wasn't as
pro.
I'm not pro now, but
he is. Don't believe in people.
I'd not played Souls-like games before I played Hollow Knight.
Yeah,
so that was kind of my first, and it's also Metroidvania. So,
I really like the side-scrolling Metroidvanias, but the things that I hate the most about them is the backtracking,
yes,
and not knowing where you go in and all that. And apparently, Hollow Knight is very strong on that.
The thing that really puts me off is the boss walkbacks.
Yeah,
because I feel like Souls games have moved away from that.
Yeah,
with more.
Your checkpoints are closer.
But this still has quite lengthy ones, apparently. And that got annoying in Hollow Knight. And I don't know if I want to play it because of that. I probably will because I really enjoyed Hollow Knight.
They'll probably platinum it.
I'm expecting platinum, Jake. Don't care. Platinum it is.
Whatever happens.
Yeah.
He's going to get a different PS5.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
To play Hollow Knight. So it doesn't blemish his record.
I will play it, but I'm not rushing out the door.
Can't let the scent down, can you?
Yeah.
It might be a good one for the Roger Ally Xbox.
Yeah. I have heard some quite funny news about performance of the game, that the better your PC is, the harder it is, because the frame data on the attacks is much narrower if you can run it at high frame rate.
Wow.
So there's people that are doing attacks and it's contacting the enemy, but because the frame where it hits is so small, the enemy gets to hit them first. Or like platforming challenges, which are technically impossible because you've got to hit the back of an enemy to do an upwards jump and reset your jumps. You just fall through the enemy, even though your sword hits them or needle, whatever it's called.
They need to lock the frame rate then.
I think it's been brought up in feedback, but you can manually do it yourself. You can lock it at like 60 frames or 30 frames or whatever.
I think
but these people that have like 500 million frame refresh rate screens are just not going to be able to hit anything, which I quite enjoy.
I think they've already nerfed some of the early bosses as well.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Because it is a hard game. I mean, Hollow Knight was hard, so...
Yeah, I only did 2 bosses on Hollow Knight.
You're going to expect this to be hard.
Much.
Yeah.
And I played Elden Ring all the way through. So
Yeah. But I can't really sing the praises enough for how much it costs and how good it's going down.
You got the AAA studios sweating.
Well, yeah,
definitely. It's definitely been a year for that.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean, we said that last year, but this year feels like even more so. So, but moving on,
probably to the other end, eh?
Yeah. Well, we're not getting to Nintendo yet, guys.
Oh, right,
we'll
sorry.
talk about that.
they'll have their day in court.
James Bond First Light had a showcase.
Yeah, which actually feels like ages ago.
It really does. This is what I mean. We're behind on the news.
I only heard about this because I got a news article on Google that says, new James Bond revealed. I thought, they've released the actor.
No.
They've released the likeness of the CGI guy in the game. So I don't care about that.
See, I did, because he's played by the guy who played young Dexter in the Dexter prequel. So I thought that was cool.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
But yeah,
I just hope it's not a bearing on what's going to be the film or the show. Like, I hope
it's separate.
They are different.
Yeah, they've said it's very separate. So.
But I think it looks good.
I actually,
to be honest,
I'm not a massive James Bond guy.
No, I
to be
actually
honest.
pretty actively dislike James Bond.
But
me too.
I wouldn't say dislike, but just not really my thing. It's never really been my thing. But
have we had this conversation before? This was the Sunday afternoon crap.
Exactly the same with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But this showcase actually impressed me.
It looks a bit Uncharted, but
Hitman as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made by the Hitman guys, and it looks like Hitman to me.
And there's a Hitman James Bond level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of going into an area and there's stuff to do, but it also looks a bit more linear in the fact that you're there for a specific mission.
So you go for the mission. So the one it showed, you drive up to this big mansion, there's a party going on, and you have to find a way to sneak into the party unsuspecting, which is very Hitman. And then we assume you do something in the party inside the mansion, which will be a very Hitman-esque level. Loads of rooms, loads of people, loads of stuff going on. But it skips a lot of that in this showcase, doesn't it? It sort of just says like inevitably, and then you're being chased out.
Yeah, then it becomes more of an action.
Yeah, so I'd be interested to see that Hitman-esque part, but we're going to have to just fill in the blanks for now. And then it goes into more of an action shooter thing. So there's a third-person car chase, which looks good. Bit dodgy on the frame rate, but it is early. So,
especially with the explosions.
Yeah. But it does this whole car chase, which is linear, but it looks like there's a few routes you can go. Very much like the Uncharted race.
Yeah. There's even at the end of this trailer, you're falling out of a plane, and you're like, "Oh right, Uncharted 3."
But then all that bit looked really cool. Yeah, you're going around with your guns and you're shooting, you're blowing up your explosive barrels, which is fun to see a return of.
It looks really like sort of interactive too, in the fact that he
grabs a guy and runs him off a bridge and falls down with him, and then he steals someone's weapon and shoots him with it. And little things
and
that.
He'll slide over a car and kick him.
Yeah,
it does look good.
It looks nice.
It has convinced me a bit more.
Yeah,
because at first I was
straight away. But
I was just going, I won't buy it.
Yeah, but now it's.
Did you say it looks like some solid tactical espionage action?
Yeah,
well, yes.
There's one James Bond film, one James Bond game. Sorry, it was for the N64. The rest of them never existed.
Actually, I quite like Quantum of Solace.
No, it never existed.
A game?
It was basically like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Oh wow,
it was quite good. It probably
you like the one that was like something else.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
One of the all famous movie tie-in type games.
Yes, basically.
Was that like when they were trying to make everything Call of Duty, even Harry Potter?
What?
Yeah, there was a
Harry Potter Call of Duty.
There was a Harry Potter game based on one of the films. I think it was one of the last ones they made, and it was literally like a shooter.
No, there wasn't.
I need this game.
Honestly, you need to look into it.
No.
I need this game.
It literally shot like Call of Duty. You would shoot the one.
Is that Immortals of Avium? No. Well, it was that sort of time. It was when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and then what's it called? Advanced Warfighter, the thingy. What's it called? Medal of Honor, Advanced Warfighter. It then started trying to be like Call of Duty, and then this was Call of Duty. Yeah.
Honestly, Harry Potter Call of Duty. Look, it's not.
You're saying they made a school shooter?
No, God.
Oh God.
You see, I thought I'd reached my limit when there was Danny Dyer dressed as Harry Potter doing a Harry Potter scene in one of the things I've recently watched. But a Harry Potter Call of Duty might have just beaten it.
Was that last one laughing?
Yeah.
Great show.
Before we move on, I'll quickly say they announced the release date, and it's March 27th. So weirdly, speaking of Call of Duty, did you hear that they're planning on making a Call of Duty movie?
I did. And the weirdest part of that is who wanted to direct it and was refused.
Yeah.
James Gunn.
Do you want to explain?
Yeah. So it was announced Activision have partnered with Paramount, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, to do partnered with someone to do a Call of Duty movie. Anyway, everyone was like, oh, you should have got Steven Spielberg to direct it. Anyway, turns out Steven Spielberg did want to direct it, went up to them and asked if he could direct it, and they said no, because they want to retain the rights or something like that.
They wanted to.
No, because we can do a better job. That's what they said.
They wanted to keep creative control.
That was it. Whereas,
and he wanted creative control, obviously, because it would be his
right. If Steven Spielberg comes up to you and says, "Can I have creative control or something?" You don't say no.
No,
because it's going to be great.
Yeah, so
that could have been incredible.
Steven Spielberg actively really likes Call of Duty. He'd been on record to say it. He really wanted to do a film of it, and he plays it a lot. So it would have made so much sense.
I can't believe that there's some CEO sat at Activision who thinks that he can make a better film.
Yeah.
So how can we plug the battle pass in this film? How can we make that happen?
I can believe that because he's a CEO sat there thinking, I am God.
Yeah.
Well, he probably said to Steven Spielberg, who will you cast as Nicki Minaj? And he said, I'm not having Nicki Minaj in the film. Because I want creative control.
There's no legendary skins in this film.
We will see how that goes, I suppose.
Imagine if you get there and you can pay more to have the actors be replaced with different skins or something.
Do you know what I'd love if he approached Fortnite and says, I'm going to make a film for you guys. Just show up Call of Duty and it's like the best film ever.
Battlefield. Yeah. Get Medal of Honor back.
Yeah. Silly.
So, have you heard that also Perfect Dark got cancelled again?
Wait, second time?
Second time.
Hey.
So obviously it was cancelled, and Microsoft allowed the team or the remaining people in the coalition to shop around for a new publisher, didn't they?
They did, yes.
So the remaining people in the is it not the coalition? What they called?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Doesn't matter. It might be.
Yeah,
I think
no. The coalition is Gears. It's that's going to annoy me. Whatever the team is called that were making Perfect Dark, they were allowed to shop around for another publisher.
Yeah,
and they landed on Take-Two.
Yes,
who obviously make a lot of money, and Take-Two were interested in doing it, but where the deal fell apart was because Microsoft wanted future control of the IP, whereas Take-Two wanted full control of the IP. So it fizzled out, and
it's been cancelled
again.
All because want to IP hoard, and not do anything with the IP.
Literally, we could have had this game. You're not doing anything with the IP, clearly.
Yeah.
It's literally cancelled the game.
It boggles my mind when people do this with films and games more specifically. Yeah. Well, they'll just Splinter Cell, for example. They just got the IP in the bank. Not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
There's collecting interest in the back of people's minds. Like, when will the next one be?
Yeah. They really should just go, well, we'll take a share of what you make, but you guys can make one and shop it around. I don't know why they don't do stuff like that.
I feel like it needs to be 10 years maximum. You have an IP.
Well, I think a lot of the time it is, and it does lapse. That's why films like Fantastic came out. It was so that Fox could maintain the rights.
Yeah, but at least they released it.
That's why
just say, "Oh no, we'll put that in the back pocket. It wasn't going to be profitable."
That's why Disney make a lot of utter cack because they just want to keep the IP.
Yeah, and The Initiative is the studio.
It does sound very similar. So before we get onto Nintendo, Randy Pitchford is crashing out again.
God.
This guy needs to just shut his mouth.
I think at some point somebody's just gonna have to chloroform him and just be like, Randy.
Yeah, clearly he does a good job behind the scenes, but he should not be allowed to open his mouth.
So for those who don't know who he is, he's basically in charge of
CEO of Gearbox.
Yeah, and obviously they've just brought out Borderlands 4, which has had a pretty good reception. I think Borderlands fans have been liking it.
I think it's a good game ultimately, but it runs like arse.
Yes, and
it runs really bad on PC.
Yeah, at first I just thought it was PC, but apparently it's even coming into PlayStation.
Oh,
right,
really?
Wow.
Apparently it's a quite a bad memory leak issue where the more you play it, the worse it gets.
Oh,
yes.
Well, feels like my life.
So yeah, he's had some absolute zingers.
Give me some quotes, Brad.
Just some zingers. So when people have complained to him on Twitter about obviously the issues, he's told them, code your own engine and show us how it's done, please.
The please, the stab in the side of the
comma please that really, really added to it.
I think maybe he was actually crying for help at that moment.
Well,
please,
please do it. In response to someone saying maybe optimize the game for like hardware, for like normal hardware over the past 4 years, he responded something like, normal hardware for the past 4 years is a mobile phone. And he said, in response to that, Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Those premium gamers that are the fans that will make it work.
Yeah, he said, if you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. But these people have the average spec PC for the past 4 years, which is what the commenter was trying to refer to.
Yeah.
You know, in the past 3 or 4 years, that's like a 40 series graphics card.
Yeah.
Which is a damn good graphics card that should be able to run a cell shaded game.
Didn't he say something about 4K as well?
He says he plays it in 2K. 1440p, and that people who are purists who are playing in 4K or something need to just lower their expectations or something.
And resolutions.
Resolution.
I've seen people with thousands and thousands of pounds PCs and it's still not running. I mean, like top end. Mega money.
If you meet the minimum requirements, you should be able to play this game.
Absolutely. That's how it works. The keys, the clues in the title, isn't it? Minimum requirement.
If you hit the recommended requirements, you should be able to play it on max settings, and maybe not 4K, but max settings at least without any issues.
This isn't a graphical issue, is it? It's like a back-end programming thing.
I think there's issues with Unreal Engine 5. There has been for ages. Some of it is that, but not every game, but not every game with that uses Unreal have these issues. So they can be programmed out of it. But there's loads of issues. It's mainly stuttering and performance and memory leak. And
I think it comes in as well
and hard crashes.
They kind of... I'm not going to say that they were bragging, but they moved the release date forward.
They did, yeah.
At one point, and it's kind of like, you moved the release date forward because you were very confident in how it was going to release, and now I don't know if he's maybe backtracking on that. I don't know.
I've just had what might be quite a controversial thought.
Yeah,
and I feel like this has all come along when they started trying to do simultaneous PC release with consoles. Because the same thing happened with Monster Hunter, with Wilds, and with World when that came out, because they did simultaneous or near simultaneous release with World, and they had a whole host of problems.
I don't think they should stop the simultaneous release,
or at least push it back to when it's ready for PC,
for both,
and then release them all at once.
Yeah, because I remember GTA 5, for example, came out on PC like a year or two later than everyone else.
It did,
and that is frustrating. There's I think even Red Dead 2. Is that even on PC? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's Red Dead 2 is, but Red Dead 1 isn't on PC.
Yeah, that's it. But it took a long time for Red Dead 2 to come to PC. And it's not great because PC audience is probably bigger. I think it is bigger than the two consoles. So you need to get it out on PC at least at the same time. And I think we've moved to that stage in sort of. I think
it's more that like everybody's obviously got a different rig. So
yeah,
and it isn't easy.
It's like not all phones can run these gacha games that are coming out.
Yeah,
like mine struggles.
I don't think
it's not an old phone.
I don't think anyone with an old PC necessarily expects to be able to run everything. And even now, you might have a 2 or 3 year old PC, and then some game comes out that's an absolute powerhouse that you do need top end rigs to play, and even they'll struggle because sometimes that happens. Crisis was one when that came out.
But Borderlands is not. It is a Crisis at the minute, but it's not Crisis the game levels of graphics.
Exactly. It's not. It's not the type of game you look at and think, "Oh wow, I'm going to need a mega rig to play this game."
Yeah, exactly.
It is just an issue with the system, and the developers are working hard to fix it. The reviews are going up because they're fixing a lot of these issues. Great. Randy would just shut his mouth.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Randy.
That is literally it.
Yeah, just make like a magician and disappear.
There must be
a bag over him.
There must be so many people who got it. Well, I won't buy it now.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely. Get so many people's backs up in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Or like they won't buy it till it's on sale or something later and they've lost the full price sale.
The people at the top must be like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, you let him on stage again.
Selnick, the sort of head guy at Take-Two, did say something, didn't he? Relatively recently. He was like, I love the guy, but...
Oh, that was... we covered that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we
covered it. So, Nintendo bot, guys. There was a Nintendo Direct, but before we get into that, I do want to mention that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company have put forward this ridiculous patent in the US. They're basically trying to patent the creature catching... Well, no, it's not creature catching mechanic.
Mounts.
It's the creature summoning for assistance.
Yes, it's creature summoning. No, not really mounts. It's the summoning mechanic in games.
It has gone a bit more granular than that since then.
Yeah.
It's summoning to attack automatically while you're roaming is what they've patented. It's not the whole summoning to go into battle thing.
Okay, because I know at one point...
I know they did try mounts, didn't they? They did try summoning a mount.
Or summoning from your party to ride, yes.
I know a lot of people were worried how it would affect even games like Final Fantasy.
Well, when you read like, they're trying to patent like summoning a creature to do battle, you're like, well, that's like every RPG.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't think they'll get too far with that. I don't know how enforceable it'll all be as well.
It only got through as well because it was oversight on the patenting office because they didn't realize what they'd just let through. It wasn't like...
Yeah, so it did get through originally.
Yeah, but I think they can...
I don't know how... Yeah, I don't think they can...
roll it back.
I don't think they can actually like start suing people over it because you'd have to... They'd basically break the gaming industry.
It's like having a patent on RPGs, like you said. It's impossible. You can't enforce that.
I think a lot of studios do... like apply for patents. Not all of them get through, but I do think patents and copyrights are a little bit different in the way they work. So I don't think you can necessarily not do these things if someone's got a patent. Whereas with copyright, you have to. Yeah, there's definitely slightly different rules to it.
Yeah, from patent to copyright.
Yeah,
but I get what you mean.
Hopefully, it doesn't go the way of the Nemesis system.
I doubt it. I mean, as we've just been saying, there's too many other games.
I did hear. I think it was Namco Bandai. Is that right? That doesn't sound right.
The ones that do Elden Ring.
Bandai Namco. That's the one. Namco Bandai. They patented or copyright the ability to play mini games or something in loading screens.
Yes.
And no game ever did that. Sort of again. Now the copyright is lapsed by now, I think, so people can do it.
But
there's no loading screens anymore, so you don't need to. But
I miss those when I'm in my emulator playing Dragon Ball Z games. I want to make Master Roshi spin, but I can't.
So I suppose we'll move on to the Nintendo Direct. So it was a big one. It was an hour.
Yes.
And like 6 minutes or something.
Oh, geez.
So there was a lot obviously shown. I'm not going to do everything or everyone's going to fall asleep.
Thank you.
So they started off with Mario. It's Mario's 40th anniversary. So obviously,
he's only 40.
Yeah,
he's much older than that.
They were celebrating that. There was a lot of like things going. So there's a lot of things going on. I mean, Nintendo.
Is it its 40th anniversary in Japan or in America? Because wasn't there like the 35th anniversary last year or something like that?
No,
like 30 years ago.
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, Brad.
No, I know that sounds logical, but I seem to remember like reading somewhere that the anniversary works differently because there's an anniversary in America or something. There's an anniversary.
Well, the 35th. Like do you remember for the 35th one they released that
the All Stars collection?
The All Stars collection that actually did come out 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy. Crazy.
The one that you can no longer buy.
The one that you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is mad.
It is madness. Yeah. So
they think the Mario Sunshine's out of their ass.
So obviously it's his 40th anniversary. His 40th anniversary. They're doing stuff in Japan. Then the Nintendo Museum in Kyoto. They're doing things. Yes. They're doing all sorts. So they did announce the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That was the first thing they showed.
Oh, was that during the Direct?
That was during the Direct. Okay. So
I have seen posters for that.
Has surprised me that they were jumping straight into Galaxy.
Well, it wasn't like they weren't following the games, were they?
Oh, yeah, of course. But I remember they like alluded to Yoshi at the end, didn't they, or something?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah.
So I thought they would maybe just go. It'd just be a similar.
I think they just want to do something like recognizable and different because most of the Marios are still
very very true.
So I suppose he could have done Sunshine. I would have loved that.
And they already had Mario Kart on the other one.
Yeah, they did. To be fair.
Yeah. So I think it's
quite interesting. It's coming out next year.
Yeah.
We'll hear. We'll hear more.
I wonder if they'll have
rough year for Mario. He turned 40, and Peach isn't his girlfriend.
I know.
Yes,
it's a rough year.
It is a rough year. I wonder what will happen in this Super Mario Galaxy movie. Maybe he'll get
Princess Daisy and Luigi get married.
Oh my! Maybe he'll get with is it Rosalina? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Peach will marry Luigi.
So on the back of that, they also announced Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 ports coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Even though they're from the Wii.
Yes. So cool, I suppose. I don't think they've done much. It is basically just a port. Now, I'm going to start this new game that I like to call Guess the Price. Which is going to be an ongoing thing during this Nintendo Direct.
I think
$80.
I think I know the price.
So
is it 60?
So you can buy them individually and you can buy them as a bundle. So let's do individual first. Guess.
Okay. 40 individual, 60 as a pair.
So you're right on the $40 for individual Mario Galaxy.
Oh, is it 80?
Is it 80 as a pair?
70.
$79.95.
But still, that is for old games.
Yes.
And they were 40 quid when they came out.
Probably.
Yeah. Think about this, right? The All-Stars collection came out, as we said just then, 5 years ago. That had 3 games in it. That had 64, Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy 1.
Yes, but
so you could already have Mario Galaxy 1.
You could, yeah, if you had that collection. That was $60. So, what are you doing?
Because it's only 5 years difference. Why can't they not match the pricing system with the other one? That was 3 games for $60, right?
20 quid
each.
You
have 2 games for $40, you know?
Yeah, 20 quid each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
bought individually, have them at 25, you know?
Yeah, but
I don't really know.
40 quid for a game you might already have that you've already paid 20 for.
So they have said as well that they're adding more pages to Rosalina's diary.
Oh, wow.
It's worth it.
That is
the law.
It depends what's in those pages in the diary.
Dear diary.
Maybe
pure
right.
filth.
Well, this is what we're saying. Mario's getting with Rosalina in this one. But as far as I know, that is the only thing that's changing. So it's not really worth
madness.
it.
And is there even Rosalina's diary in Mario Galaxy 2, or is it only in the first one?
It's only in 2, apparently.
Oh,
so they're adding it to 1 with more pages or something.
Wow.
Anyway, they also released some amiibos, so guess the price on those.
Oh
Jesus!
$20 each.
This is Mario Galaxy amiibos.
35 each.
Oh
no!
I'm gonna say 30.
$40.
Oh my god!
What?
They are bigger than normal amiibos, but still.
When Smash amiibos came out, they were like £12 each. What the hell's going on?
$40.
Exactly. Right. We have not even got into the worst parts yet.
Surely the Rosalina one has to be pure filth at $40.
You can't buy it if you're under 18.
Today I got new stockings.
Yeah.
So obviously I watched the Nintendo Direct. It didn't give any of these prices until afterwards. Yeah. I've been holding on to these prices because I knew everybody was going to be shocked when I started to talk.
This is tactical market manipulation.
Definitely. So
it sounds like I'm proper gooning for Rosalina. I realize how that sounds.
You're the little loomer.
Yeah.
No, there you go. Right, anyway,
it's
so
hidden.
The next game,
you can only see it if you look under the packaging.
The next game they showed, still in the Mario 40th anniversary theme, Mario Tennis Fever, a new Mario Tennis game.
Yeah,
it's like Mario Tennis. Cool. The rackets have powers in this one.
Cool.
Again, so you can like shrink your players and stuff like that, or shrink the enemy.
Okay.
So it looks good. It's a Mario game.
I hope your next line is Mario's diary comes with it.
Well, they all get turned into babies apparently in the story.
Well, this is a law breaking actually, because there's never been a baby Waluigi shown until now.
I know. I saw that. I noticed that.
And there was a theory that Waluigi was actually a shape-shifting alien enemy that was trying to be like Luigi, which has now been dispelled because now there's a baby one.
When you said it was law breaking, I thought you meant LAW law.
No, babies can't play tennis
with that.
It's illegal.
Oh god,
the rackets are too big.
Mario Wonder 2. Mario Wonder is getting a Switch 2 edition.
Cool.
That'll again be $60 to $80.
Obviously, you've got to pay a bit extra to get that.
I missed the price for the tennis one.
Oh, they didn't tell us. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So,
$60 to $80 probably.
So the Switch 2 edition, I believe, comes with the DLC too, which is essentially more co-op and more battle modes. And they've just said more to be announced. It's got a really long-winded title that I'm not going to say. It's like Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition and Beloise Park or something.
So you're not going to say it and then you proceed.
I think it was longer
anyway.
It was much longer than that. It was like one of those Street Fighter subtitle things. Yeah. So many.
So yeah, cool. That's getting DLC, I suppose. I don't know if I'd personally want to buy a DLC for something like that, but
something
they've gotten into the habit of unveiling DLC before the game's out.
Oh, we get to that, Joe. We get to that shortly.
Oh.
So they ended the Mario 40th anniversary block with a Yoshi game.
Yeah.
And this one actually does look pretty charming and pretty cool, to be fair. It's called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book.
Is it Rosalina's
diary?
Yeah. Very mysterious.
That's how you get the unlocked pages. Does that mean Yoshi can...
I would not surprise her in Nintendo.
Meta Green Dinosaur.
You've got to buy the amiibo and then scan it in its mystery book to get those pages.
Yeah.
So it's essentially a book, and it doesn't have a lot of the information in it, and Yoshi has to jump in, and it all looks like really nice art style, almost drawn.
Wait, is it like that game? Does it look like that game you guys played recently, where you go between pages and do puzzles, and I can't remember what it's called.
No, not quite like that. It's more just like you're selecting the level. Yeah, you're selecting the level in the book, and then it doesn't. Let's say it doesn't have any information on like a creature in that world, and you have to go in as Yoshi and like discover stuff.
Wait, hang on. I was going to say don't Nintendo have a patent on this, but this is a Nintendo game, so it doesn't matter. For Pokemon Arceus, that's the premise.
So I think it showed it like there was dandelions, and you could use those dandelions to affect the creature, and it like stun them or something. And it's same with rocks in the environment, something like that. Don't know why dandelions would do that, but anyhow,
look cute.
No, they make you Wii.
Nintendo.
Nintendo make you Wii.
Nintendo make you Wii.
Yeah.
So after the Mario block, it started getting into like it started showing a lot of third-party games. There's all sorts that I'll sprinkle in here, but the first two were there's a game called Storm Lancers, which is like a co-op 2D roguelike. Looked pretty fun.
Cool name.
But then, do you also remember Linked Banner of the Spark?
Yes, yeah.
Which is a 3D co-op roguelike.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember this.
And both of these games are coming out. They should be out now.
Yeah, and then there was another roguelike that had a release date announced for the Switch.
There was. Hades 2 is actually weirdly coming out on Switch the same day as PC, but it's kind of like a console exclusive almost.
Yes, for a bit.
For a bit. It's not coming out on Xbox and PlayStation until later, but it's coming out on Switch 2 and PC in 1.0.
Switch 1?
I don't know, actually.
No, I don't know.
I think it probably is, but September 25th. Anyway, so right around the corner when it's going into 1.0. That's pretty cool. So there's all our roguelikes. Carrying on the third party block. Brad, I've got to say, happy birthday. Because on your birthday, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate's coming out on Switch.
Wow.
And Dynasty Warriors Origins with its new DLC. Happy birthday. You're going to love that.
Yes.
With your non-existent Switch 2.
Woo. On my 30th birthday as well.
Oh, celebration. Going back to more Nintendo games, Tamagotchi Life got a new trailer, Living the Dream, it's called. Still looks weirdly funny. Just
it always will.
Bizarre. You just go watch those trailers. Spring 2026, it's coming out. So it's got a bit of more of a release window. Joe, there's going to be another Kirby Air Riders Direct.
Wait, why? It was already 45 minutes long.
That's all he said. Yeah. Like literally, he was just come on and says, Sakurai is going to do another Kirby Air Riders.
He's going to play
Direct.
all 6 controllers at once.
It's really funny considering the limited amount of time they spent on another game during this Direct that didn't get its own Direct.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about in a minute.
So we're going to come back to how much does it cost. So they also announced 2 amiibos
for Kirby Air
Riders.
Yeah, I like this game.
And these little amiibos. So they showed Kirby and what's he called? The bandana one. The bandana guy.
Bandana Waddle-Dee.
That's it.
That's literally his name.
That is his name. on like their air rides, but you can swap them out and put them on the other one.
Oh, right. So what sort of size are they?
So they're a bit
hang
bigger.
Hang on. They've done this before. Yeah. Do you remember Starlink?
Oh, yeah.
They did that with the weapons in Starlink and the pieces.
Yeah, they did.
This is not new.
Other game. Look, the original Toys to Life game, Skylanders.
So it's kind of...
They had swapping parts as well.
Yeah, they did.
So it's kind of like an amiibo on an amiibo.
Almost, yeah. So you can swap them out. And they've only announced these 2. I imagine there's going to be more for the other races. Guess how much?
Oh, no.
£40 for just the rider and £40 for the bike.
50.
Oh, so you think you buy them separately?
I'm going 50.
I think you'll be able to.
Buy them. You buy them together. You don't buy them.
Okay.
You don't buy 2 amiibos together, but you buy like Kirby and his Air Rider. That is one thing.
Yes. Okay.
Going 50.
I'm going 65.
Ben was right with $50.
But still, that's ridiculous.
For this price, I expected to have wheels and a controller, and I can drive it around.
It needs to make me a brew.
and it's even worse when you think about it even more, because in order to use the functionality where you swap it out with another one,
you have to buy the other.
You have to buy another one. So at this point, you're spending $100 on 2 amiibos.
It's like Pokemon all over again.
Hang on. No, hang on. How does this actually? How does it actually affect the gameplay? Because you can do that without the amiibos.
It's very like Smash, where you can put your amiibo on and they kind of like learn.
So you'll eventually have an impossible to beat race car
almost,
that you can't beat in the game.
Yeah.
If people told me that would happen with my amiibo, I would never have bought Falco or Captain Falcon.
It just becomes unstoppable.
That is ridiculous.
So you want to buy Kirby Air Riders? I mean, how much is Kirby Air Riders going to be? I'm assuming $60.
Yeah. So it's almost the price of the game.
So if you want to buy these amiibo too, you at least have to spend another $100.
Yeah.
And there's probably not going to be a version of this game where one comes bundled in it, is there?
No, they're not even. You're not even. You can't buy them as a pack either, even though you can swap them.
That's also only those 2. If they do the other races,
well, they'll definitely.
And there's a lot of races.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think there's at least 12 different types of kart, so they'll have to do at least 12 races. But they could also repeat the races karts, so you might end up with 2 of Kirby's and 3 of Meta Knights.
I just don't see him selling them.
No, I like the look of the amiibos. I've always thought they look nice, and I like that they then also have a feature where you can connect them to the thing. But that is obscene.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's carting around? No pun intended. Amiibos with them when they take their Switch somewhere. They're not, are they?
No. At this point, I actually just think they're a collector's item.
Yeah,
and
I think Animal Crossing did it right by having Amiibo cards. Because you can at least then store them with your Switch because they're flat. And they still have the same functionality.
They work quite well.
It's just an NFC chip. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That is literally it.
For £50.
I think they've put up the price mainly because they're like, well, collectors want these.
Yeah.
And they'll pay it. It's not for the kids anymore. It's for those collectors.
No. Never has been.
So we'll move on to the next game they showed. More Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. They got a release date, November 6th.
Yeah.
Looks like more.
You can play it split screen or on a Switch 1 as well, can't you? Like if you buy the game once, you can play it co-op with someone on a Switch 1.
Yeah, that's good.
Without buying it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that on the Wii U one, but only on the same console.
But you can do it.
Well, me and Dulcie played the last Hyrule Warriors on Switch split screen, and that got a bit choppy.
Yeah.
Definitely got choppy. It was still good, though. I mean, it's just hack and slash, though. Isn't it? It looks like you can bring in like the stuff from the Tears of the Kingdom, do you know, like the fans and stuff like that.
But only if you have the amiibo for it.
Yeah.
It's £50.
You need an amiibo for all of the enemies that you want on screen.
You have to scan it 50,000 times before you play.
So I don't know the price for this one yet, so I won't tell you. But it continues to look good.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined got a trailer. So this is like a remake of Dragon Quest VII. There's already been a remake in the past on DS, I believe.
Yeah.
So this is more of like a reimagined, and it's in 3D, but it keeps like Akira Toriyama's art style in 3D. It actually looks quite impressive.
I think when people say there's already been a remake on 3DS, I'm kind of like,
yeah, I know you mean.
Yeah. It's like when people say
does it look a bit like that Sandland game that came out? Because that was Akira Toriyama's art style.
Better than that. In the fact that I feel like they've got like the weird shape of the heads right. Almost.
I thought it looked a bit unnerving to look at.
It did. I'm not gonna lie, it did a bit, especially some of like the faces.
Yeah.
Oh. But the remake on 3DS, to be fair, it was a remake because it's so old. Dragon Quest VII.
But I just mean like with Resident Evil 1, for example, people say, "Oh, that's been remade, so they don't need to do it again." But it hasn't really.
Yeah, I know.
Remade on GameCube. It's not been remade modern like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. So that looks cool, especially for Dragon Quest fans. They went on to show their next console they're bringing to Nintendo Switch Online. It's the
Virtual Boy. The thing that people didn't buy because it made them sick.
Yes. So
now you can buy it to be sick in the future.
It's cool that they're bringing it back, but I'm going to bring back this next segment. Guess the price.
I already know what it is. It's $100.
It is.
For the peripheral.
Oh, Joe.
But
I was well into this game.
So it's a big plastic thing you wear on your head.
It's basically...
And you put your Switch in it.
Yeah. It is the virtual... It's like a case Virtual Boy. You can slot your Switch in.
You can also buy a cardboard cutout version.
Okay, so how much is the cardboard cutout version?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I assumed you just printed it and you did it yourself.
Oh, no, that's $25.
$25
for the PDF.
Cardboard.
Wait, didn't they do this as a game where you made like a cardboard robot?
They did the cardboard
Labo.
VR,
It looks very Labo.
Yeah.
So this is coming out 17th February. Now, it just baffles me because no one liked the Virtual Boy when it came out. You're going to charge $100 for this thing? to play these games. There's only like 26 games because that's all that ever came out.
And they're not going to be good.
No.
Funny. Just funny. I mean,
this is exactly the same technology that existed where you just slide your phone into some goggles.
Yeah.
But now you have to put it on a tripod because it's too heavy for your face.
But I also don't think that when you do the thing with the phones, it splits the screen and it does all the effects on it to make
does this not?
Your eyes. I imagine it probably doesn't.
I think it.
Well, how are you going to get it to be 3D then? Because that's the whole point of the Virtual Boy. Is it was 3D.
That's why the cardboard's there. It's like the alternative to spending $100. I think it only works the way it was originally intended. I don't know why they haven't just turned that off, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know who's going to buy it.
Nintendo gonna.
They're doing it.
The same people that buy all of the Kirby Air Riders will buy this.
Yeah.
And then probably not play any of the games and just have it on the shelf.
They can't afford it.
No.
Can't afford the power.
Been bankrupt by Kirby.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond got a new trailer and an official release date.
So this was the one I was saying where it feels like they didn't spend a lot of time on it. Considering this is like the next big
next big game. No, I agree.
And they do 2 directs on Kirby Air Riders, and they're not done 1 direct on Metroid Prime 4.
Did they not do a extended look at it?
It was shown.
They did like a year ago.
It was shown at something, but I don't think they did a direct on it.
It definitely wasn't as long as Kirby.
No.
No. And that's getting 2.
But it's coming out 4th of December.
Yeah.
So it's just squeezing it in this year.
Yeah. So they could do a direct before then.
And Samus gets a motorbike. It does look pretty cool.
I will say the stuff I've seen from this direct has made me less inclined to buy it.
I've seen a lot of that sentiment because it looked like, yes, they've got a motorbike. And
but Metroid's never been an open world game.
No. I've seen a comment that said either the motorbike will be the best thing that's ever happened to Metroid, or it'll be awful.
I only think it'll just be like random levels. I don't think it'll be open world at all.
But the thing is,
I think there's going to be a hub world that takes you to levels, and I hate that idea.
It might be a bit like on Ghost Runner where you had those motorbike levels.
Yeah.
Which were the worst.
But a lot of the footage just looks like it's driving in barren nothingness.
Yeah, just barren grass. Sand.
Desert,
Sand, yeah.
I like the Ghost Runner specific.
Yeah, but it wasn't why I got to that game.
No.
I think
but
taking on the whole, yes, it was nice, but they were probably the worst levels of it.
I think the worst levels of that was when you had to get on and off it.
Yes, they're the ones I'm talking about.
But I'm more talking about the ones where it's just you're on the bike.
Yes, but this looks more similar to the open-ish ones.
Yeah, you definitely get off.
Yeah,
like when
that's what this looks like.
But I don't know, maybe it's a bit more linear. I'd rather it be linear, if I'm honest.
We'll see. We'll see.
There's amiibos for that, by the way, as well.
I was going to say it's like the unicorn bike from Breath of the Wild, isn't it? That you can get. Is it Breath of the Wild or the second one? Or, no, you do get it.
It's Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So
it's in the Mario Kart as well. Yeah.
40.
Yeah, as well.
Summon the bike with the bike amiibo. Oh, no. Let me fly Samus's ship. That's what I want. I don't want a boxy little bike. No matter how cool the bike looks and the fact it's powered by a gun arm, which is a pretty cool idea. But yeah. Let me fly the ship, even though it looks like Samus's face.
It does actually. It just looks like a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the way she operates it is she just puts her head in and she's just dangling.
And she's dangling out the bottom. Like a bobblehead. God, imagine trying to land that thing.
So Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting some DLC. It only came out a couple of months ago, didn't it?
Yeah, not long.
So this new DLC is DK Island and Emerald Rush. So basically it's a level. It's DK Island.
Yeah.
And there's this Emerald Rush mode, which basically makes it a roguelike.
Okay.
To me, this reeks of cut content. With it
are we going to play?
Are we
going to play another game of
Guess the Price? We are in a sec. But I do want to touch on what Joe's saying there, as I 100% agree. This DK Island level looks to me like... You guys played Odyssey, haven't you? Did you finish it?
No.
Well, at the end of Odyssey, you got the Mushroom Kingdom level. And basically, you just run around and it'd be like the last little hub world to celebrate that you finished the game.
Yeah.
This is what this feels like to me.
Okay.
Oh, and you get saltier.
And it does feel like they've just cut it out of the game. I mean, it's coming out. It's coming out
really fast.
a month and a half-ish after it came out.
Yeah.
So it must have
been exactly what they've done.
It must have been nearly ready. To me, the only thing they're really adding is this roguelike mode, which I feel like should be free.
Yeah. Well, a lot of other games have added roguelike mode.
Yeah.
But so not a month after release.
Let's guess the price.
For the DLC.
45.
No, we're not going. It's not that bad.
Okay.
That's more than the actual game, isn't it?
But still,
I think the game's $60. Unfortunately,
What?
it's all
No,
in dollars.
it's one of the cheaper ones. I thought it was like 30 something.
no, it's 60 because it wasn't 80.
It wasn't
Oh,
80.
right,
That's
that's
what made
it.
you think
Yeah.
it was cheap.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
trick, and you fell for it.
$65 probably.
I'm going to say 30.
Yeah, I want to say $30.
To be fair, it's $20. But as we've just said, I don't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
But
When you
it
can buy
looks like
Silksong,
To be
on
fair,
Switch
had you not said all the other ones,
Yeah,
then I probably would have
maybe that's
gone
what
in
they're
at
trying
10.
to do.
Yeah.
Agreed, Joe. You can buy Silksong for the exact same price. And what's this? This is probably like an hour or two
One
of
level.
content.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Just no.
A lot of DLCs in this direct.
Nintendo is like the Disney of consoles, though, isn't it? It's
100%.
overpriced.
We've talked about that previously, where you've got like
Yeah.
Disney adults, you've got Nintendo adults, and you
Yeah.
just buy anything that Nintendo do.
We'll probably talk more at the end, but I feel like we're getting to this point of no return almost. But we'll finish the direct talk of
There's more.
everything that was announced, and then we'll
Yeah.
go on. So I actually think this looks pretty cute. Not my sort of game, but Pokemon came out with a game called Pokopia.
Is this the Ditto
And it's
one?
the Ditto one, which basically you are a Ditto. You turn yourself into a little human, and then you go and make a little world like Animal Crossing. It's essentially just Pokemon Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And your villagers are other Pokemon.
Which is neat.
Yeah, it's a nice little
Yeah.
game. Nice little idea for them to do.
Yeah.
It is just, I suppose, copying Animal Crossing in a way.
Cute.
Well, it's
Cute
perfect
concept.
for what Ditto
But it is
does.
cute. It is. I'm surprised they haven't done something like this before, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a home run.
I really hope the physical release has a purple cartridge like Ditto.
You think there'll be a physical release, Joe?
I think they
Yeah.
actually will for this.
Do
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a game like that, it should be on the card as well.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
You'd think so. So continuing with Pokemon, Legends ZA gets some new megas, and it's basically all the Gen 6 starters from Kalos, where the game's set. So Greninja, Chestnut, what's she called? Delphox, I think is the last one.
Yeah.
So they're all getting megas.
Cool.
Now, before we even get into the next bit of this, the controversy for these to me is the only way you can get their mega stones is by participating in the online.
I thought it was you had to
mode.
win ranked to get it.
No, you have
I
to
didn't realize it was
participate.
participating.
In ranked modes online. So you don't get it in the game. You have to get Nintendo Online, participate in ranked matches, which seems bad to me. Again,
Yeah.
bad choice.
Are you going to have people speed running a loss just to get the stones?
Unnecessary gating. Yeah,
Yeah.
and especially if it's on ranked, it's just gonna make ranked play not fun.
Yes, definitely.
People are gonna be trading them. Sure.
I
It's
mean,
a
to be
Gen
fair,
6
Pokemon
stars
ranked play
as well.
is some of the sweatiest ranked play in the world.
Yeah,
anyway.
sometimes. I will say as well, these ones look good.
I'm not seeing them.
Like generally after this, Google them because
They're the only good-looking megas that have come out. So
yeah,
far.
and some of the Dragonite one and the Victory Bell one that I've seen look horrendous.
Yeah.
And this one,
Victory Bell looks like someone's grabbed a scrotum and tied it in a knot at the top.
Wait, Victory Bell has a scrotum?
No, Victory Bell
it is
the
one.
scrotum.
but these 3 megas for the starters look really good, so it's a shame. Now, speaking of megas, they also announced Raichu X and Raichu Y megas. Now, I didn't know this upon watching it, but it's for the DLC of the game. It basically came up, it showed both these new megas, which both look pretty cool again, but then it flashed up saying Mega Dimension, and I just thought, oh yeah, that's more megas. But no, Mega Dimension is the name of the DLC for this Pokemon Legends ZA game, which isn't even out yet, bear in mind. So if you want the full experience of this Pokemon game,
You have to buy a game and a half.
You're going to have to put the money down. More DLC.
Are they stealing their own audience from itself?
I don't know.
There's a lot of overlap between people that like Mario and Pokemon. Like, you're not going to be able to play Mario Tennis and Donkey Kong and Pokemon.
Well, I think at
it's
this
just
point,
so much money.
So much money. Yeah.
I think they're different audiences, to be honest.
Maybe Pokemon Mario, yeah, I suppose.
The die-hard Pokemon fans who are buying all the DLC, the die-hard Pokemon fans. I think the fans
you
who
see,
are
I
buying
think
all
that
Mario
the die-hard Pokemon fans are leaving. And the only ones that are still buying the Pokemon games are the parents of the kids and the casual players. Like, I want to see what Pokemon's up to these days.
I don't think the DLC though, not the DLC.
No, not the DLC.
DLC's the
I think there's still a lot of diehard Pokemon fans.
Yeah.
Even if some have left. One for you, Joe. Monster Hunter Stories free. It's called Twisted Reflection. I don't know if they announced that last time.
I think they might have done.
It's coming out March 13th.
Oh, so that's sooner than I thought.
Yeah. Early next year.
That's coming out on Switch 1 as well, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, it looks good. I don't know if it confirms the stuff that you wanted, where it's like people fighting each other. I don't know. Because I don't know the lore.
We will see.
But it did look good. I
still have to finish the other two that I've downloaded.
Yeah. They did another third-party block, and this one kind of focused more on the Resident Evil games. So Resident Evil 9 will be coming to Switch 2 the same day as everywhere else. And they're also bringing out...
surprising. But
Yeah. 7 and 8 are also coming out on the same day that 9 comes out. Or Requiem.
Playing catch up.
Cool. So they're bringing them all out at once. It's pretty cool. And then the one more thing at the end was another one for Joe. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
Oh, I've seen a lot of discourse about this being the successor to Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I'm quite excited about.
Yeah.
Because the ones between Three Houses and this one, they've not had the right sort of spirit to have been
Engage
to it.
Is it just Engage that's come out in between?
That's the one I've been playing. No, there was another one, I think, as well.
No, fair enough. I thought it was just Engage, but you'll know better than me, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it was quite like a big showcase for them.
Yeah,
I'd literally paid no attention to it whatsoever. Not gonna lie. But it seems like there was a lot.
Didn't even know it had happened.
I knew it happened, but I'd just seen like some bits.
Yeah.
Definitely not all of that.
Well, a lot of people were like, "This is the point. They really need to push it." There's only like 2 big games out on the Switch 2 so far, and I don't think they did a good enough job.
Not for people to like buy it before Christmas.
No,
but it's the fastest selling console of all time.
It is, but I always thought that was going to happen.
Yeah,
like the diehards are going to buy it immediately.
Yeah.
Now,
how long has it been out? Didn't it come out in March?
No,
June? No, July.
July,
yeah.
July.
It was after I got
back. They could have waited
June,
2 months to release it, and these games would have all been ready for release.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Now,
how would they have been able to brick so many in the time though? Then,
good point. Yeah, so they could buy a second Switch too.
There's a quota.
We've obviously all come across very negative about this Nintendo Direct and Nintendo in general in the last however long we've been covering this.
I think it's more from their business practices.
100%. And I kind of want to get more into it. I think they're generally just pricing people out at this point. There's been a lot of sentiment online that like, this isn't enough to convince me to buy a Switch 2. You have priced me out at these prices.
It's funny that Nintendo of all people would be, because I think from a lot of people from the outside looking in, and even myself really, I look at Nintendo and Nintendo games, and they don't look, I might catch some flack for saying this, they don't look like premium enough to warrant a higher price tag than games that are coming out on like PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
Completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, they
There's
look
a lot of
like
gloss.
they are cheaper games. Not saying they're bad games. They don't look like they've had the same amount of money poured into them that would potentially warrant a higher price tag.
I still think a lot of love and like dedication and time goes into like big ones. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, excluding this,
be a very good game.
Excluding this DLC, clearly has some lovely devs behind it.
Yeah,
that I've put there.
But how much is that cost to make compared to like other AAA games? And I'm not saying AAA games should cost the price that they do. I think the way Nintendo does it is definitely better in some aspects. But
it's the fact the prices do not come down.
No.
And to me, like even on my Switch, I probably took a few risks sometimes because of the lower prices sometimes. Like I got the 3D Kirby game because it was £40 and I was like, well, I'll take the risk, I'll play it.
Yeah.
But now if I had a Switch 2, which none of us have bought because we're all like, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Or the games are too expensive at least.
It's too unstable.
I wouldn't take the risk.
No.
Why would I take a £60 risk?
I think what cements that more, I'm looking at buying, and I know Joe's looking at buying, the Xbox ROG Ally, which comes out next month.
Yeah.
That there isn't a price for that as of recording this, but all rumours point it towards it being about £800 to £900, which is definitely more than the Switch.
Oh yeah.
It's more than a Series X.
Yeah, but it's like double.
It is double the price
of the Switch, which is say that it's most comparable because it's the handheld system. But it almost feels better value. It feels like you're getting more for that price than with the Switch.
You're opening up the gate to a whole world of games that you couldn't play on consoles.
And you are doing with Nintendo because there's a lot of games only on the Switch. You can definitely argue that there. It just feels like the value proposition is less with Nintendo because the prices are still so high. You don't come down, and it doesn't feel like, not that the quality isn't there, but it just doesn't feel like the money is there.
It just comes across as very greedy.
Yes.
I think they have this mindset that like if they've done something, they need to add a price tag to it. So a lot of these Switch 2 editions that are coming out, what are they actually doing other than putting them over?
There's no customer goodwill at all.
Yeah, I mean, to me, at this point, I'm almost like, are you just charging for 4K?
Yeah.
Like, is that all you're charging? You're charging me an extra tenner to play your old game from my Switch on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And it's just 4K, basically. Is that all you're giving me?
And the games aren't a high enough like fidelity for 4K to even matter that much.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't feel like, as we've said before, like AAA gaming prices have gone ridiculous, but at least you can most of the time see where that money has gone.
You know, at this point, you've already bought the console. That is what you're paying that to get 4K.
Yeah,
I don't need to put it on my games as well.
Yeah, extra price on top of it, especially because you've already bought the games. Nintendo have still got money from you.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just doing a £10 update like a lot of previous remasters have done. They want you to buy a whole new version of the game.
Sometimes they are doing the £10 update for some things, but even those doesn't necessarily feel like the warrant £10 update.
You'll have a Stardew Valley guy has just brought out an update on Switch with Switch 2 as well, and he's not charging for his update.
Yeah,
rightfully so.
Yeah,
he hasn't for any of them, and the game's never been more than £20, and it's still going this whole time.
Yeah,
crazy. We could get onto it all day, but we should probably move on. That's all the news.
Shall we do the socials, Ben?
I mean, I could give it a go. I'm not going to promise. Okay, you can email us at gaminggardish@gmail.com. You can catch us on most of the socials, so your Facebooks, your Instas, Blue Sky, TikTok. You'll find us all over the place. However, us four are most active in our Discord. You'll find an invite to them on most of the socials. You can come and join our Discord and get into the conversation. There's little games that they play on there. There's all sorts going on. They do all right.
That was actually perfect. That was beautifully done. You should be ill more often, Ben.
Maybe. So I guess with that, we'll jump into the backlog game.
Buried by Backlog.
Okay, so this month's backlog game was chosen by me. It was A Way Out. And A Way Out is an exclusively co-op adventure game. You play the role of one of two of the prisoners making their escape from prison.
It was Hazlelight's first, not their first game, but it was their first co-op centric game, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hazelight, the studio that did It Takes Two. And
thanks, Brad. Yeah. So, developed by Hazelight Studio and published by Electronic Arts, and you said the rest of it. So, well stuffed you all. Chuck's phone down in a strop.
Yeah.
Where did we get to? What did we do? How did we do it? Now, I know you played it a bit earlier than the rest of us, didn't you, Brad?
I did. I played it. I think I finished it. I can't remember if it was earlier this year or very late last year. It might have been very late last year. But recently enough that I felt like I didn't need to replay it. Did we all play it with our partners? Because I know that was the plan.
Yes. Yeah, that was the plan.
Yes.
Awesome. And did everyone finish it?
Yes.
Oh, unfortunately, due to illness, I did not.
Oh no!
And it was my game. I know.
Oh.
I'm really sorry.
Have you
And
watched-
also, just to put a little bit of context into it for the rest of the world, we're also recording really, really late on the benefit of me getting to finish it, and I was ill.
You still didn't. Whereabouts did you get up to roughly?
The farm.
Oh,
so that's only like chapter
that's
2,
like
isn't
this.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the
Sorry,
end of
guys.
chapter 2. Did you at least look into the ending?
I did not today, and I was meant to. Oh my god, I'm failing life, aren't I? Look, I don't know what I can say.
Well, before we get onto the story stuff, what about like how did we find it as a game? Gameplay.
I thought it was a nice look into their like first foray, and it really like made me appreciate It Takes Two a lot. And I did really enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
I'm making it sound like I didn't, but I did really enjoy it. It was just interesting to see like how they started
100%.
going in that direction.
I think this came out. Was this on the PS4, Xbox One era, but like right at the beginning?
I believe
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't on 360 or anything.
No.
So it was, it's old, but it's not like
2018,
too old.
was it?
No, it's got to be
Wow.
earlier.
No, I
than
think
that.
I think Ben's right. I remember looking into it.
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
same year
So
as
it's
God
like
of War.
when the Xbox One X came out.
Wow, because it feels quite old, but then again, it's a small studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. But it was I remember when I played it. I think I played it after It Takes Two, but before Split Fiction, and exactly as Jake said, it really sets up where It Takes Two like carries on where this left off.
Yeah.
It really just set that up nicely.
Not in terms of story.
Yeah, in terms of their mechanics, and it was nice to see where they sort of started. It's definitely not as polished, or you don't have as many mechanics going, but it does a really good job.
Definitely. What are you guys?
I've not really played anything like this as a co-op. The only sort of co-op games I've played were like Army of Two. You were back to back, and you were really savagery all the way through.
Have you not done It Takes Two?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And
It Takes Two is more of a platformer anyway, but like
I chose this based on the fact that it was supposed to be story heavy.
Yes.
Yeah. And it is.
And that's what I thought might grab Anya.
Yeah, and did it?
If you see what I mean. And actually, she was enjoying it. The parts that we did, she enjoyed and wanted to know what was going to happen and where we went and what we did from there, kind of thing.
What about
and then
you,
death came.
Okay. What is it? You're on death row.
It was a shaky start for us.
Okay.
I knew right off the bat that I'd probably enjoy it because I quite like a prison escape type thing. But it's a slow burn. It's not.
I agree. Yeah.
It's not like instant action grab you. I liked that we found out more about the characters as time went on.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot that could have been done at the beginning to grab you.
I suppose mild spoilers for the beginning is that you do break out of the prison. Like the majority of the game, I'd say you're out of the prison.
You break out in chapter 1.
I did really enjoy that prison break bit. I did expect it to be longer. It is
having seen Shawshank Redemption, it was replaying that film.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an ode to that.
I think it's almost like a tutorial. The prison.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I liked how they did it. I feel like it would have been nice maybe if it was a bit less linear, but I didn't hate that.
There was a few bits where I thought, oh God, are we going to have to come back here another time? But I'm glad they cut that out. And it just skips to you going to that bit in the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
Rather than
so that was a nice little
backtracking
trick.
all the stuff that you'd discovered.
Yeah, so you were like planning your escape and you'd do something and maybe like plant a screwdriver in a specific place, and then the next day you'd come back to it, but you wouldn't have to do all that bit again. You'd skip, which was nice. I really liked. I remember how it started, and you were playing as obviously two very different people who didn't really know each other, and you were literally just like living your lives separately in this prison. You got different cutscenes.
Yeah, you did.
It was always one person got a cutscene. Well, usually one person got one, and then the next person got one, so that there wasn't too much overlapping.
I really like how the screen moves too.
Yeah,
so you really need to
emphasize one.
It's Vincent and what's he called?
Is it Joe?
No, it's like
Leo.
Leo, that's it. Leo. I got to play as Leo.
So I played as Vincent.
I played as
was Leo.
Oh, there you go.
True.
Yeah, there you go. So
because Anya basically said, "I don't want to be the guy with the big nose."
I thought Vincent.
No, Leo's the guy with the big nose.
Leo had more character.
Yeah,
sure.
I would say so. Vincent's more reserved.
I played as Vincent. Yeah.
And then Leo's a bit more like brash.
He's straight out of a mafia film.
Yeah. But it's cool that the screen changes to be like, no, focus on Leo.
I think the camera work in that sort of aspect was really cool because yes, at the beginning it focuses depending on who's in the cutscene, but even later there was that really cool bit in the hospital.
Yeah,
and it was constantly switching perspectives.
Yes,
and I thought that was really, really well done. That proper brought a smile to my face. That was one of my favorite sort of scenes in a co-op game in general, just ever. I just thought,
yeah.
Cool.
No, I agree.
And then there was that bit on the construction site where you're trying to almost play Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, you had to corner him around the shipping container.
To chase him one way and flush him out, and it became like an isometric view. I thought the use of camera, because we're used to this with It Takes Two and Split Fiction, but they are far more sort of, I want to say cartoony, but maybe not the right word, in the way that they're not realistic.
Yeah, they're fantasy worlds.
The fantasy worlds, everything's very fantasy.
And a lot more real.
Yeah. And with those, you can get away with a lot more in terms of the gameplay mechanics and the use of the cameras and all that business. Whereas this really fit with that world, whilst also giving you interesting camera techniques or gameplay techniques. And I thought that was
definitely
really clever. And then it also was the inception of the little mini games.
Yeah, we played Connect 4 in the hospital, and
we skipped over all of those.
To be honest, we skipped over a lot of them because they're not right there.
They're not in depth either. We tried the darts, but there's no real way to aim the darts. So it just felt really random.
Yeah, the darts.
What you got?
I nailed the darts. I'm pretty sure.
I couldn't get the darts either, Joe. I was just where the hell am I aiming?
Yeah, I think I got the darts, and then basketball as well. I played basketball for ages with that annoying kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean Leo's son?
Yeah,
the main character cast.
They're just whinging on.
Did you let him win? I didn't want to let him win, but Courtney
absolutely not. I kept dunking.
So how did partners find it? I guess that's a sort of a next step, isn't it? How did you? What sort of level of gameplay do your partners have, I guess? So, Joe, do you want to go first?
Right, we had a quite big discussion about this off pod and how quickly we'd progressed through it, and you guys were finding it hard. And I was I don't know where the difficulty was that you were finding, but it was ludicrously simple game to play, I think.
Yeah, I
agree. I tend to agree. It was.
I tend to agree for somebody who plays games a lot.
No, but even for people that don't play games or even action games or anything like that, it's basically you walk where you're told to go and you press a button.
Well, this thing. So the conversation we had off pod was that you were saying that the objective was too obvious. There was no trying to figure it out. And I didn't disagree, but I don't think that's an issue because it is just a linear game. I've played many games where it just says, go here, do this, pick up this, do this. That's pretty normal. It doesn't.
Well, there's nothing challenging to stop you getting to the point you need to get to. Really.
Yeah.
No, but
there are in other games.
No, not always. I mean, there were stealth sections where if you got caught, you got.
I think it was more I think for all of us and maybe most people, it's obvious.
The searchlight is going to catch you if you're in it.
Yeah, exactly. That. But Dulcie got that straight away. Yeah,
we know that slightly different shaded bit of wall is a door. We know that the obvious gaming tricks by now. We know what we're looking for. At
I can't
the premise of what we're doing.
Go through that.
I can't go through that door because it's basically part of the wall.
But it's very natural to us now.
Yeah. And
do you know what I mean? We don't even think about it anymore. Anya was more stressed about doing the simple thing, and that's why she messed it up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Dulcie didn't like stealth at first.
Yeah,
because she doesn't play a lot of third-person games, so her camera work was all over the place at first.
Oh yeah.
So
grass sky.
She was like, "Well, what? Yeah, what? What do I do?" I haven't, and she's never played any stealth games.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll distract, because I think that was the first stealth thing. Like Vincent had to distract.
Vincent has to distract.
And I was like, just wait for my signal. Just make sure they're not facing you. And I think just little bits like that, where for us it would be easy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like early in the game, there's not a lot of stakes other than those stealth bits. So what you're saying is right, Joe. There is no fail state until you get to those stealth bits. There's no fail state of go and grab that screwdriver.
Yeah, so you could be walking, if you didn't know where to go, you could be walking around for ages.
Yeah, but eventually, obviously, you'll get screwed out, and that's fine.
A dot appears where you need to be.
But that I don't have an issue with, because it is just a linear go and do this. But then, the challenge comes in those stealth bits, or later on in the shootouts. The bit we really struggled with was when one person's on a motorbike and one person's shooting.
Yeah.
And Lucy has never really played like racing games, and she was the one riding the motorcycle. So she was really struggling controlling that. And then I was struggling shooting because she was being very erratic.
So we had the opposite with a car. So when we...
just after the farm, you mean?
Yeah, so we stole the car and I was driving and she was shooting.
Yeah.
And she was like, keep the car still. And I was like, we're in a chase. Just shoot them.
So there was definitely bits that like Lucy struggled at. But I think for the most part, I probably would have struggled regardless of who I was with, because those bits were just more inherently difficult.
I think
supposed to be erratic, aren't
they? Yeah.
Lucy.
Well, everyone knows how hard it is to operate the minigun on the back of a warthog.
Yeah. We'd come off from playing It Takes Two, so she'd had that whole game to get half decent at these sort of controls. So she picked it up pretty naturally, and then obviously we've gone on to do Split Fiction, which was definitely a harder game. But Lucy found it relatively straightforward, I think.
I think like after, as I said, Dulcie didn't play an awful lot of games, so once we got used to it, I think by the time we were breaking out the prison, she had it down.
Yeah.
Like there was
also the hardest bit of the game, I thought, was in the prison. And that was when you're doing something in your cell, you got to dislodge 2 toilets.
Oh yeah,
and the guard timing where you got to look out. Yeah,
that was a bit too.
And it wasn't that we kept getting caught. It was just that sometimes the timing was so narrow you couldn't even go back to the toilet.
I don't think we got caught on that.
I think
we didn't get caught, but there was a lot of shouting at each other.
Yeah.
When it really clicked for us is when you get the wrench, and there's a bit where you get
back to back up the wall.
Yeah, back to back at the wall, and I didn't even notice this. And she'd done it, gone back to back, went past, and she just said, pass me the wrench. I went, oh. And then I just passed her the wrench. I went, oh my God, we're doing it, teamwork.
And when it all clicks, it does click.
Yeah.
It really does. Well, I think it does a good job of ramping up that difficulty as well.
Yeah, I agree with Joe in the sense that it is not hard. It is an easy game.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hardest bit.
The only other hard bit we had was the shootout towards the end of the game, because there was a lot of shooting to be done.
I don't think it was detriment to it, because I don't think it needed to be difficult, I think is my point.
And I think like the shooting is very basic.
It is very basic.
I mean, fortunately for Anya, the bits that we did, like the bit where all the guards and you're stealthing your way through when you're leaving the prison. She was teamed with Rikimaru from Tenchu, so I just ran around cracking everyone out.
I know what you mean.
She was too stressed. I was literally legging it the full length of the place, smacking guards out.
I know what you mean, because I got the sniper in the shootout, and I was just picking them off.
Oh yeah, I was the sniper
too.
Lucy
did the sniping.
Yeah.
But she was oh no, maybe I did. I can't remember.
I was just like, you're clear.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's good though. I think like stuff like that when it tries to do the shooting or the driving, maybe it kind of like lacking a bit, but I don't think that's its core. Like it really shines.
I don't think that's its aim, is it?
Yeah, it's really shining in the team
because it's more of a storytelling vehicle.
Yeah, but I think that's where their later games shine more, because their mechanics also work really well,
definitely
in their own right.
Yeah, I don't think this quite got the mechanics right, but like as a story and backing each other up, it worked.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have loved to see it as a show. I would be totally invested.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How did you guys find the story and narrative then?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I was like begging Courtney to go back on it, but I'm glad that we didn't go back on it straight away, because I'm glad I had a little bit of time away.
Yes.
To like pass the story rather than just going through it all in one go.
Well, are we wanting to do spoilers? It's an older game, or
it's worth just saying it now. Putting a time
a spoiler.
Do you want to put it? Spoiler tag now. Do not listen if you haven't finished the game.
Yeah. I think it's pretty well known what happens. Most people, I think, know.
Well, Ben,
I didn't know.
Oh, I
what
did.
happened at the end.
I didn't know like outright, but I knew something.
Yeah,
big was it gonna.
That was basically me.
Ben, do you know anything?
No.
Do you want us to
at all?
You all
right? Yeah, don't hit me. Because I was saving it because I was really in the hope that we were going to finish it.
Yeah.
So
and it's just not happened. It's been so unfortunate. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, so you go find. Is he called Harvey? Who's the guy you're after?
Stole the diamond, whatever.
You go kill him. You get the diamond back, and you do this last like on the bike and getting back on the plane and stuff. Very cool. And then when you land the plane, you get off and you're surrounded by cops. And Vincent turns his gun on Leo, and he's been a cop all along.
Yeah.
I could see that coming from the beginning.
Could you really?
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a twist.
I can't remember exactly the reason for it. Was it like Vincent's brother?
Vincent's brother was an undercover informant
who
was selling the black diamond, and then Harvey killed him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't lying necessarily about Harvey killing his brother.
Yeah, but he was lying that he was a cop, and then he had to obviously do all this, and then I don't know why he gets.
I think Leo wasn't dobbing Harvey in, and he's like to his like manager, he's like, "Put me in a cell next to him."
Yeah.
And then he just basically goes with that.
Yeah, but then why does he need to arrest Leo and not let him go?
Because he's a criminal
now.
Because he's a criminal, and he has broken the law again.
But that was a state-sponsored criminal murder.
True. That's true. So then after that, once that big revelation happens, Leo manages to escape, and then it becomes like a one-on-one sort of like battle. So there's a few scenes. I think there's one in a boat. Is there a car?
Yeah, you chase a helicopter and a boat. Yeah,
and then it all culminates in like a firefight between the two of you.
And
one person has to win.
Yeah,
which I'm going to go off on a whim and assume we all won.
Yeah.
Although in the bit at the end where it's like melee only, I think it's weighted in a way that the person who lost the gunfight bits does more damage later on to make it a bit more even.
No, I actually think I don't think there's a melee bit.
There's a bit where you have to spam the button.
There's a bit where you have to spam the button to get the gun.
And I think whoever's done the most damage does it quicker. The person who's injured more can't do as much.
Maybe it's not the melee bit, but the bit, because there's a bit where you're far away from one another and you're shooting over like railings and stuff. But then there's a bit where you're both on the same roof.
Yes. Yeah.
Courtney got me over the back of the head with the gun, and it took like half my health off.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I think whoever's lost the first bit does more damage there, because I never got to melee yet. But my gunshots weren't doing that.
I remember if Lucy hit me.
I'm not too sure about that, but I definitely know the end when you like climb into the gun.
Yeah.
If you've got more health, it doesn't take you as long.
Yeah.
Like if you've got like low health,
start closer.
Yeah. And in the end, basically someone has to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It even does like a moment. Like, I think if I was Vincent, so Vincent shakes Leo's hand, and I think if it's the other way around, Vincent asked Leo to give his wife a letter.
Yeah. And they do, don't they?
And they do. They both go and see each other as partners, but they do. Essentially, one of them gets killed by the other, and then the whole split screen thing, it fades out into one screen.
Yeah, when they die.
I was like, oh my god,
oh, it's so bad.
It was quite heart-wrenching, yes.
But it was a good story, and I think it's testament to the storytelling, the narrative throughout, because you did start to believe there's sort of like bromance going on, and you invested in both of their lives.
Definitely.
Well, I don't think it was all a lie from Vincent.
No, it wasn't.
He had his interests at heart at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
You do kind of wish they just let him go, but
I do think it's
is a criminal, I suppose.
It's probably their best storytelling. Hazelights.
I really liked It Takes Two, but I like
them all, but I think this is their most sort of concise and.
Is it the realism?
Maybe,
that adds it for you.
But it's this. It Takes Two is quite long. Split Fiction was good, but it was. I think those two games are more about trying to put you in these cool new locations with the new abilities and new stuff, and really focusing on gameplay, and then the narrative comes second. Whereas this kind of felt like maybe the narrative came first.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But either way,
Okay, so no more story stuff now, so that we can.
I will say, who do you think had the better ending? I think Leo's ending was the much better ending.
Well, I watched both. I think I think they're both sad. I played as Vincent, so I kind of feel like I have a bias towards him.
Me too.
But I kind of agree with Joe.
So I think because throughout most of the story, you're playing Leo's story, no matter who you are.
Like he's like happy with his wife and his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was set up from the beginning anyway.
But then Vincent gets a kid.
He didn't kill Vincent's brother.
No.
He was set up by Harvey, and he's just caught in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, I know he was a criminal for like selling the diamond in the first place.
I think it can actually go either way, because at the end of the day, if one of them just listened to the other one,
yes,
it would have been somewhat okay. Like Leo, obviously, after he's betrayed, he does not want to listen to Vince at all.
Yeah,
he wants to kill him.
Yeah.
He's outright saying, "I'm going to kill you." And then Vincent,
that's because he's a hothead.
Yeah, but then Vincent is clearly not the hothead. He's
level-headed.
Well, I wouldn't even say almost too much, like law-abiding. Like, I need to arrest him because he's a criminal. Like, do you really need to? Just been on this, and he's committed a lot of crimes in this process as well.
But he does work for the FBI.
He could have let him go.
Yeah.
Going to deal with him or something.
Yeah.
Had him be an informant.
Yeah.
If you told him early on,
maybe,
but I don't know. But
okay, so now no more story spoilers.
No more story
spoilers. Back to people listening again, and if they wanted to play it, because obviously, if they know the story, they won't want to.
True,
very true.
So then I really like the bit at the end where Lugia comes in and saves everyone.
The whole bit was a bit forced.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know Pokemon, they will be like, "What?"
They're on the wrong podcast.
Yeah, true. What about
stop alienating people, guys? Come on.
What about I suppose graphics, sound design, that sort of thing? Just the way
do you know the graphics really put me in mind of? We played Driver San Francisco recently. The character models made me feel like that.
This is why I asked as well when it was, because I think playing it now, thinking, "Oh, this is an old game." Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like an old game. I think maybe playing in 2018, you might have been like, "This actually looks pretty old."
I agree.
I was shocked when you said 2018. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would have been a lot earlier, but it's a small studio they had a small budget. They're not the studio they are now, so that's it's understandable.
To me, it wasn't exactly like the graphics, but it's just like the character idle animations. Like they've come a long way in games in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
But before that, in the previous 10 years, it was all pretty static.
And that's
when people are talking, they're not moving around as much as they are in Cyberpunk.
I don't think some of the voice sometimes the voice acting was really good, and then other times it was very.
I thought the voice acting of the two main characters was really good.
Well, I was going to say Vincent's particularly, but maybe it's just his character was just very one note.
Yeah,
but there was a couple of prisoners that I think felt like they were overdoing it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to put it. It sounds
like
bad
the ones
to
that
say
you just speak to them while you're walking around. Them kind of ones.
And they sound like the crazy guy from Police Academy.
Yeah.
Well, three of us have played It Takes Two, and I don't know if you remember the first cutscene in that, and any cutscene that involves their daughter.
Oh yeah.
It looked rough.
Yeah.
And that obviously came out after. So obviously they got a lot more of a budget for Split Fiction, and they invested a lot in that sort of thing.
Well, I suppose It Takes Two won Game of the Year, so.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see where it's come from. But it was fine. It was passable. It definitely wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It is just a bit dated for its age.
God, none of this made me turn it off. I'm not saying that at all.
Exactly.
I think it added to a little bit of charm.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because Leo is a pretty cartoony character to begin with, just because of his ridiculous accent being so Italian.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's quite.
It's a
me. What do you mean, actually?
Yeah,
he stands out a lot more than Vincent. Just is a normal guy to me.
Yeah.
What? So Italians aren't normal guys?
No, I mean,
he's like a Robert De Niro type
guy.
character.
He doesn't look like a main character.
It's because he didn't have a mustache, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I think I said he looked like David Brent to someone.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know, I was so disappointed where at the end he shaved off the goatee and went back to having a mustache. I was like, why?
Yeah. Maybe
He looks so much cooler.
So I guess we'll round up and talk about recommendations.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I finished the game first. I think I said it at the time when I did finish it. I think if it was last year, which I'm sure it was, it made it onto my game of the year. I'm pretty sure. It is a really recommendable game. If you've got someone to play it with, even if they've never played games before, it does start off really quite easy. So I think they'll get into it. I think it's a really good experience on kind of all levels. As we say, like the gameplay might not be the greatest, but it's like it is passable. But the story and the different interactive elements and the things you do with the co-op, I think, make it a really good, worthwhile game, and worthwhile to see where the studio has come from this to It Takes Two to Split Fiction. And if you've not played those two, it'll be a great start. Great start to playing those. And even if you have played those, it'll be good to go back to. Yeah.
Cool. Joe?
I can't recommend it enough. If you do have a partner, be ready to do a lot of high fives when you get the timing down right, when you knock down a door.
Definitely.
Because they are so gratifying. Those moments just like, oh yes, we did it. Definitely. We broke through the cinema door. Can't believe it. Because there's a lot of times where it's like you're in a panic and not everyone is cool under pressure, and there's like button mashing. It's like, no, we've got to do this methodically. And then when you do it, it's like you've reached a whole new bonding level with whoever you're playing with.
Yeah.
You turn it off, leave it on the high.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. It's you just got to be in tune with whoever you're playing with. You can't play it with someone random.
Oh, great.
Definitely, yeah.
Recommend 100%.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I don't know if I'd recommend it as much as It Takes Two as like the co-op game to go to. For somebody who's
a gamer.
Yeah, I think if you were trying to get somebody into games, I would maybe say do It Takes Two over this and maybe do this after. But I'd still definitely recommend it. It's got a really good story. Bit hard, not hard to get into at first, but slow at first, I suppose. But it really ramps up, and that story, especially the end, really good. Even though I don't think Dulce will like the end, for reasons we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Even like little details as well, which I don't think we've quite covered, is if you're playing as Leo, and he doesn't like heights.
Oh yeah, it does a weird perspective
I forgot about that.
Screen shakes.
Yeah.
But you only find that out if you pick the other option. If you go with Leo's options where he doesn't do anything at height, you don't find that out.
I know we're doing recommendations and I'm going to stretch this out a bit more, but we went with Vincent's options most of the time because he's a more level-headed one.
Yeah,
what about you guys?
I think we probably did as well. Because that's something
I think towards the end we did more of Leo's.
Yeah.
Like there is replayability. Yes, the two characters kind of play the same, so it wouldn't add much to go back through it playing as the other character.
I don't think so.
But you can, there are multiple times where you get to choose whose plan to go with, and it must change it up enough.
Changes it up a little bit. I went back and got the plan.
Of course.
Which I literally did with two controllers in one hand.
You didn't get Dulce to come and do platinum with you.
That's commitment.
Apart from the one bit where there's like a guitar hero bit. And I was like,
oh, that's really hard.
Yeah. Like,
even on medium difficulty.
I need you again. She's like, I thought we finished this. Just press the buttons. But it's a really good game. Recommend it. If you're looking for a co-op game, this is one of the best. 100%. Ben?
Cool. Same. Singing from the same sheet. As we all know, I didn't actually get to the end. Apologies. But I think there's easier in terms of controls. Now, we take it for granted the right hand thumb doing the camera, for instance.
Yeah.
Because we're used to it, because we just do it. We know that door doesn't open because it's clearly a scenery door. Now, from Anya never really playing anything apart from a little bit of Animal Crossing where all she did was dig carrots up for 6 weeks, to playing this, I had to keep reminding her and prompting her, but it wasn't that difficult to do. So it was a case of movie camera,
yeah,
movie camera. try moving your camera. By that point, she was getting really cross at me. Yeah, definitely go play it. Don't spoil the story for yourself though if you haven't played it.
So don't listen to like 15 minutes of this podcast.
Yeah, which will be clearly time-stamped.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we do say it pretty explicitly.
Cool. Right, so that's the end of that. Then who's the next backlog?
It's a me, Joe. The next backlog game is going to be Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Edition.
Ooh, is this in
which I'm not sure what the difference is between that and the original Ninja Gaiden 2, or if it's just a port. Or
to be fair, I believe there's quite a lot of difference because there was Ninja Gaiden 2 and then there was Ninja Gaiden 2 like Sigma or something like that.
Yeah.
Which was slightly different and it changed enemy density and a bunch of different stuff. I think this is a remake of Sigma, so a lot of people weren't happy because they wanted it to be a remake of the. I don't know, but
Okay.
it's to us. It's not going to make a difference.
no, well, it might to me because I played the original, so I might notice the difference.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time, goring demons with multiple weapons.
I've never really played them other than
I've never played any of them, so looking forward to it. Probably going to get my ass kicked. We'll see.
Yes.
On the Game Pass, Joe?
It is on Game Pass, yes.
Ah, brilliant. I just thought, if people were listening, they might play along. Feel free.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for listening. We've been Gaming Garnish. Have a good one.
See you next time.
See ya.
See you next time.
Bye.